What the fuck happened?
Well, I mean, we can be live now.
Well, no. Now I'm not. Oh, god damn it.
Are we live now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Good job.
Well,
Wow.
we're definitely not late now.
Yeah.
Here we are. We're not late. That's for fucking sure. Chaotic Kip. Or as Derek Lambert would say, quixotic Kip.
Oh my god.
Yeah, wow. Here we are. I was not expecting to be here yet. But here we are.
We're doing a thing.
Is Andy going?
I was turning down the lights so that I get a more
ambient
yeah
vibe. You're feeling
sexy Oko Weasel.
Yeah, because I mean I think everybody can tell based on the everything about me that I really care about my presentation looking professional.
It's true. Very true.
It is my lifelong goal is to be featured on the wonderful website Homeless or Professor.
Oh yes. Is that still going?
I didn't know that was a thing.
You don't know. Well, listen. Here's what we need to do. Vandy, look it up. We're going to put video options in the poll, and then while people are voting, we can look at homeless person or professor. But I need to do these. See, this is something that I was going to do. Fuck, how do I do this? I always forget. Okay. Somebody help me. Support? No. Super chat, super stickers. Here we go. All right. Start a poll. Okay. Which video should we watch tonight? And I'm going to put the textual criticism video in there again because nobody picks it.
You know, you could just pick it.
I could, but
you have the power.
It's your fucking show.
One of these days,
the end of the day,
one of these days, I'm going to pick it. So, textual criticism video. Number 2 is the AI Dead Sea Scrolls Secrets. Oh, I can't spell secrets.
Secants?
The dyslexic fingers got it.
And then the third one is just what do I call this one? 7 Bible AI bullshit.
Oh, I won't probably let you do that.
You don't think so? I wonder.
BS maybe.
Well, let's try it and see. Start poll. Seems there it is.
Oh, it let you.
It's
okay.
up there, yeah.
Yay.
And I listen at the risk of and now I feel bad at the risk of. Now I really do want to wait the poll, and everybody's choosing the textual criticism video, and maybe I will have to poll rank because honestly, I really would want to do the AI Bible bullshit 7, the third one. You guys should pick the third one because all right,
you know, with how AI voices have gone, Redeem Zoomer almost has a shitty AI voice.
Wow. Redeem Zoomer has a shitty AI voice. I need to do more Redeem Zoomer content. Because seriously,
chat, raise your hand if you agree with me.
Yes. And chat, type a 1 in there if you agree with Nitty about
hand up 1.
Hand up 1 or do a wave too. Get your emojis on. There's one from John Gooderham. Speaking of, I think I'm gonna say hello to some people. Equus And Vish always does this way better than I do. So, but I love your picture of
No UI way.
Damn it. You is here. Lilibel Trades. Bitcores says, isn't calling this the Richard Carrier of BSS shows a little too self-deprecating? Now, that's a question that maybe I don't know. Is it like, is it wrong? Am I wrong though? Am I wrong about this? I don't know that I am.
Well, we've never passed peer review by failing peer review.
By the way, maybe by not passing peer review, the show passes peer review.
No, well, but no. See, it wasn't that he passed by not passing.
Viewer ratio.
It was that he passed by failing.
Right, that's true.
So an absence of peer review is not the same as a presence of failed peer review.
Yes. Did you? By the way, did you guys watch my stream from yesterday?
I never watched any of your content.
No, I know you don't.
I was not able to, unfortunately.
It was 4 hours long, so that's probably why you didn't. And then Nitty, you got Nitty went to No Kings.
Yes, so, I did.
Talk to us
I
about
got
that,
out of this basement, and my eye is just anyway. So make me big.
Oh, sorry. Shit. And big in you. There we go.
Yay. Okay. Here in Goofy America, we have unfortunately have required or the need to protest the fact that our president is acting like a king. And that shouldn't happen.
No.
We might have in 1776 had a list of grievances toward the King of Britain, some of which were that he wanted to put standing armies into the cities and give them quarter. He wanted to make unilateral decisions without any respect for courts or the legislature, and we wrote all of that down in this supposedly sacred document to conservatives called the Declaration of Independence.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, they haven't fucking read it. So I went to the No Kings protest, which was awesome. Okay. I went to one. I live in the center of Ohio, and the Constitution, whatever. I live in the center of Ohio, and we had protests all throughout. So at the State House and in the various districts in Columbus, there were protests on like every street corner of every like chunk of the greater Columbus area. And the yuppier and yet progressive community had all of their street corners filled like all the way back to like halfway back to their grocery store, which is like a good like quarter mile. And then I went to one outside of a Tesla location. We filled up the corners around the Tesla. So that was a lot of fun. So a lot of the signs were absolutely hilarious. I tried to do some vertical live streaming of it, and it was cool to see people of every generation, every faith around here. It was sweet. There were little kids with "Save Our Science" signs, and you know, it was heartening with all the news that comes out in the States about just everything, right? Our politicians just flat lying, trying to gaslight us. Like my own state representatives are trying to come up with endless excuses about the Nazi flag, Nazi American. Oh, that's a great term. Not American.
Ooh.
Because it sounds like not American, but it's Nazis, right? So Nazi Americans. Saying like, oh, it's an optical illusion flag, or JD Vance saying, oh, they're just boys. These are fucking 20 and 30-year-olds. Yeah. That's not boys, right? And even if these are boys, is that acceptable talk? Is that kind of talk just, haha, I love gas chambers. Ooh, I'm just a boy. Who is raising a child like that? All right. Don't make excuses for this kind of hate. All right. And all the signs were about unity and putting an end to someone who just wants totalitarian control of our nation. And it was great. There was actually a guy dressed as Donald Trump, but with a big diaper over his suit. It was great. He was dancing in the street. And I guess one of the last things I want to say about it is that, you know, it does bring a lot of hope. We had lots of people honking their horns and stuff. And then I'm at a loss for words all of a sudden. I don't know. It brought a smile to my face. I thought my voice was going to be exhausted. So there you go. That's the State of the Union for awesome. Nitty and where I'm at. So yeah, awesome. It was good.
Nice. There's a couple of other people who it looks like went to protest today. Jacqueline went to a dog park event and adopted a dog. It jumped out at the mailbox and took off. I didn't even make it home. So
that's what I was gonna say. Sorry, interrupting Cal. Moo. I had my dictator shirt on, and I was heading for the mall, and a woman, caught my shirt, and she was like half looking at her phone. She had her teenage kids with her. She's like half looking at her phone, looks back at me, and just goes, and I just blurt out, "So you want a king?"
Nice.
And she just like tried to hide her face. I'm like, because that's the opposite. And I just go, we find these truths to be self-evident. Go read it. And then I left.
Yeah. Right.
And her kids looked back at me like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
Way to go, man.
Because they're in a double bind, right? They have to be against what is not them, but when not them is no kings, they're essentially saying, oh yeah, well, we do want kings.
Right? That is the message. By the way, Jaden Booth went to my first ever protest today, and it was great. Very good turnout for my relatively small town, which is very nice to hear. I wanted to just say here, where is it? Because I saw it. Oh, Marin Misinterpretations is here. She is going to be on Bad Science Sunday tomorrow night.
Indeed.
So everybody needs to tune in more so than usual. What this means is you need to tune in on all your devices, like I do. So that's holy shit. Kinetic are those? Look at all the eyes on that sheep. I never noticed that before. That's
actually is probably the representation of the.
Oh yeah. No, that's the
right?
that's the That's
does it have Daniel horns?
I think it's got 7 horns.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And,
yeah,
and 7 eyes. Yeah, nice.
Damn, nice.
I think we should kill it with fire.
Yeah, well, probably. I mean, we probably should do that. I did now before moving on and picking the finding out the results of the poll. I did want to share this because I did a stream yesterday, and it did feature one Richard C. Carrier, and they ended the stream like this.
For anybody that doesn't know, we're actually currently in the process of recording Obsolete Paradigm, the audiobook. Casey's the voice for it, and I'm editing it up. I've almost got the first chapter done, which I know I've been incredibly busy, but I plan on booking it here in the next month. We've got 5 chapters recorded. I just got to get off my ass and edit it. But
But by the way, that is all a fuck ton of work. As someone who is presently recording and editing his audiobook, so much work. Holy shit. Anyway,
I'm gonna have Obsolete Paradigm memorized, I feel, but it is so far it is an awesome book, and I can't wait for it to come out. Now,
I'm very happy with it, I have to say. Because I'm also doing the final proofs to send to the printer, and so I'm like reading that, and I'm like, yeah, okay, this is really well written. I'm really happy with this. And it has a lot of really golden information. Like, it really does move the ball forward. So I'm like happy with it.
Yeah, and it is it's peer reviewed as well. So this
it's a complicated story on that, but no, it is. Yeah.
So you tell me, were they joking? I asked this yesterday, and I'm trying to figure this out, if they were joking, or if this is seriously the direction he's going now. This is the claim that it's just a peer-reviewed book.
Well, it's complicated. Okay, like if you go to that book's Facebook page, under relationship status, it says that it's in a situationship with peer review.
Oh my god.
Peer review.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was so good.
Okay, that was very good. Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was very well written. That joke that I just made. It's like, okay, him saying I'm happy with it, that's totally fine. If you write something and you're like, hey, I like it, but saying it's really well written about something you wrote is it sort of crosses that line into self-aggrandizement.
I'm a self-important.
I worked so hard.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, Chrissy's here. That's nice. Okay.
I'm actually going to change my lights really quick. Go ahead.
Okay.
I can hear
so
you.
I think the poll's been up for like 15 minutes, so we should probably end it and see where we're at. So here we've got 49 votes. There's currently 54 people watching. There was up to 61 at one point. Here's where we're at. And this is probably my fault now that I think about it. So the video that I really want to watch actually only has 20% of the votes, and that's the 7 Bible AI bullshit prophet video. So and then the textual criticism video was leading for quite a while, and I think probably because I poisoned the well at the beginning by bitching about how nobody ever picks it. But it ended up second, and the winner tonight is AI Dead Sea Scroll Secrets. So now I have to make a choice. I have to decide whether or not we watch the AI Dead Sea Scroll Secrets video, or if I just pull rank and pick one, which I think I can do. But I have to think about that. There's a couple super chats while I think about that. Holy cow! Is what is Nitty? Is he lighting lamps?
Yes.
Do you need to go and refill?
No.
You need some whale oil for your lamps there, Nitty. All right. Tad is mad. Super chatted to say Dr. Kip Davis, no books, is the Richard Carrier of starting streams on time. I mean, I've got one thing to say.
Kip Davis has written nope.
But I mean, we were like right on time tonight. Like right on time. Like on the nose on time tonight. It's so much so that it fucked me up when it went to get the stream going. So I don't know about that. Feels harsh. Tad also says that bullshit is fine. Yes, there it is. There's the book.
It came this way. It came this way from Amazon. I don't know what to tell you, chat.
I can't believe you defaced it like that. Holy shit, dude.
It's the page that doesn't have anything on the front or the back, so it's the perfect page to deface.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, and one more. Kings are legal now. America isn't real. Which feels right.
Uh-huh.
So, that's the world we're living in. All right. What do you guys think we should do? Should we watch the AI? They're both good. They're both really good. Should we watch, as far as I've seen? So Tap already pulled up the AI Dead Sea Scrolls video. So maybe we are watching that one tonight. So yeah, I think maybe that's probably the way to go. By the way, I'm drinking Race Rocks Amber tonight. Still working my way through this Lighthouse sampler. It's very good. But yeah. So Tap, tell us about this video.
So the title of the video is AI Just Decoded the Dead Sea Scrolls.
When did AI do this, by the way?
AI did this 2 months ago.
Holy cow.
Oh man.
It's worse than we thought.
Oh no. What,
yeah.
really? What?
The channel is the ultimate discovery. Very nothing burger name of a channel. And they have 1.05 million subscribers. And this is pretty good conversion.
I don't even have 0.5 million subscribers.
I don't even have 100 subscribers.
What is that?
Probably
that's like 0.0.
0.00001.
Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we're there yet. I don't know. I could have been even wrong. I don't know math, okay?
No. I'm very good at math, by the way. So
yeah, he like I can read and write, okay? And like I could, if I wanted to, write a book, for example. But I can't do math. He can do math, but he's illiterate. So
I don't know what the fuck I can do.
There is a nasty rumor going around that Dagon, the abomination of the Philistines, wrote the book, and I just typed it up.
Well, hold on.
You're the
Dagon, the abomination of the Philistines.
You don't know who Dagon, the abomination of the Philistines, is?
Kick him off the show right now.
How do you have to conduct yourself to be known as the abomination of blank group?
Where are you? Here you go. There you go. Where you're not? You're very camera shy, aren't you? Let's see.
Yeah, it's behind your. It's behind the.
Hey.
Yeah.
Come here, buddy. Come. Jump up. No. Are you going this way? He's very excited now. He thinks I want to. But that's him. You can see him. He's in the back.
I love your shirt.
I know, right? It's pretty great.
I don't know where you got my driver's license.
Is that the same picture that's on it?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. It's a very good likeness. All right.
But Yeah.
So, 1.05 million
1.05 million subs and 346,000 views in 2 months. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is yes.
The like conversion quite low, and I think I may know why. It's because they have avoided engagement. They've decided to be
off.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Learn more. Well, what is there to learn more? Okay, you turn the comments off.
Comments are off.
Like,
this is
you get to like put in like a diatribe in there. Like, if you click on this, does it have like a diatribe from the creator of like why the comments are turned? I'm pretty sure it'll just open up a new page. I'm not gonna.
It'll probably it will just be like Google's bullshit page about how some creators can choose to turn the comments off.
Indeed.
Bunch of babies. By the way, this on this computer screen here, do you guys, this is not a Dead Sea Scroll. This is not even a scroll. This is a Syriac codex.
Is it ancient Syriac homework? Because it looks like the teacher was like making grading with the red pen.
They like to do that with the red. There's lots of red ink in all Syriac manuscripts. It's pretty cool. By the way,
blood.
That's the expensive kind.
Yeah. There is, maybe I'll pull that up and show it at some point, but there is one Dead Sea Scrolls manuscript that contains red ink, has words written in red ink. It's pretty cool. So
are the words like what Jesus said? Did they like
nobody? What's really interesting, and it's not that, but what's really interesting about this is that scholars can't figure out why some of the words are written with red ink. It seems very random. It's not, and I mean, we only have like 2 fragments, so
they ran out of ink and wrote in blood.
Maybe that's it. It wouldn't look as bright red, I don't think.
Blood would look almost black after that amount of time. Blood does not make very good ink.
Oh, I would think not.
It's like those mechanical pencils where like click click.
Oh yeah, you gotta get the ones that hold it right up to the end with like the tiny little metal. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have opinions about mechanical pencils.
Do you? You don't.
Who doesn't?
I mean, that's all I use.
Infants.
Unless I'm doing like I use construction pencils when I'm.
I use like pencils and pens so rarely, and when I do, I'm normally jotting something down quickly on a Post-it, and then slapping the Post-it onto my experiment so that I'll like have the note there. And Nitty's playing the walrus.
These are my nose.
Yeah, they're your tusks.
We're real mature here, guys.
Very mature.
You are the walrus.
Okay.
All right, so this is a language, and it's Syriac, is what you're saying.
That's what it is. So all right, here.
Can you read it?
Not offhand.
Okay,
there's something
like
weird
you can read it, but like you need to have your like translating book with it.
It's weird because there's a couple of Greek letters in there too, which are strange.
Like it looks indistinguishable from an AI like image of writing.
That is probably what that is. It really is. So
I'm pretty sure that like if we invert it, we're gonna find Frapiha Sharit somewhere written in there.
Yes, correct. Okay. So it's a 30-minute video. We're never getting through all of it. So let's start watching.
Let's do it.
7 decades since the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered, around 80 new
Pause.
His accent, I heard 7 dickheads, so I'm off to a bad start.
fragments of the ancient text.
Today I heard, I was watching a video with Dapper, and I heard that faith comes through earrings. So,
I get it. Earrings.
Right. So yeah,
I don't get it. I'm not very smart.
Faith comes from in the word.
Oh, okay.
Have been revealed to the public.
They said some scrolls were lost to time, but what if AI just found what wasn't meant to be read?
AI can do everything, right?
I for one
Well,
welcome our new
meant to
Skynet
be
over
read.
there.
Everything well.
If you write something down, isn't the intent to read it again?
Yeah, usually.
Like,
not
but
always.
listen, not always though.
oh, I guess it's a diary,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and sometimes
it's
like, writing
Yahweh's
things
diary.
writing things down like a letter and then burning it is like a thing that can actually have like some psychological like my therapist recommended or said that like that could be a thing that could be useful, because it's sort of like you put it down but then you also release it, and it's sort of you kind of unclench mentally.
Oh yeah, and in antiquity too, this is something that like people would write spells, or they would write enchantments or curses onto objects that were not intended to be read either. They were just because writing was magic in antiquity. So this is known.
Oh man, I want to go back in time. Oh wait, no, I don't. The past was the worst.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
No.
Dear Jeremiah 84:2, I really fucked up creation. Let's be honest. The regret thing means I'm not omniscient, and I'm having a hard time with this. What is this diary?
Yes.
I have a question, Kip. What is the population density of wolves in the area of the Dead Seas, Qumran? The Dead Sea Scrolls, like where they were found. Like, is it a high? Are we likely to find wolves in this? What I'm going to call
video? In this
because
landscape.
Yeah, because this looks like a river.
Oh,
I mean, it might be dried up. I can't tell, but
a wadi. It's probably a wadi, right? Like a dried riverbed, which are all over the place there in the valley. But you know what? I don't know if Jason Hare. Probably not, because I think I have no idea what time. It's probably really early in the morning in Israel, so he probably doesn't. He's probably around,
AI tells me that there were wolves and jackals in that area. Yeah,
like Carlos the jackal.
Yeah.
21. Archaeologists risked everything to reach a cave sealed for 60 years.
Did they really risk everything?
How was it sealed?
What were the stakes here?
Yes, right.
Yeah, it seems like they might have risked personal injury.
I've got to do my fucking job. Hold up.
Maybe they were all very inexperienced climbers using like just regular
ropes,
nylon
like
rope.
Indiana Jones type shit.
Yeah,
but
and
actually they were trying to do outtakes for Indiana Jones. Supplemental footage.
That's pretty goddamn risky. That's for sure.
But when you say risking everything, like you got to use your imagination there. So like to me, like that means that they probably had in their backpack like frozen vials of smallpox virus, and they were risking releasing those into the world if they fell. Right?
I don't know.
So Chrissy says, risked everything. Man walks in the cave with flashlight, risking breathing in dust.
And were these caves actually? Because he said the caves were sealed,
right? I
Are they
feel like
sealed in any way?
maybe
Or they
with
just
like a
accessible?
force
For
field.
60 years.
The iron dome missile defense was in place to keep the people out of the cave. By the way, somebody said that Jason is reading Torah in his Discord. Someone go get him and ask him about wolves in the area. So and report back. But seriously, we got to back this up to listen to the very convincing dialogue here that occurs in the cave. I think you went too far, but that's fine.
Everything to reach a cave sealed for 60 years.
Amir from the cave, you hear me?
I hear you.
Come quickly. We've discovered amazing things.
Really? What'd you find?
What they
What? Why? Why are they doing like a weird reenactment?
Why can't they use people?
They had a woman there? I mean, was this... no, like... I'm being sexist, but I mean... And she sounds like Siri, okay?
Right,
it's stacking up improbabilities here. It found something amazing. Really? What is it? Wouldn't you say something like, we found ancient scrolls, guys? Like...
No, you might, like, if you actually were just telling somebody to get over here, you might not let them know. You might build.
There was no woman.
Like, yo, you gotta check this out. What am I seeing? No, you gotta check this out.
But you probably wouldn't say, "We found something amazing," right?
Probably not. You certainly wouldn't say it in that intonation.
This is the most unnatural conversation. Really? You'd say, "We found something amazing," and you'd say what it is.
Yeah,
and then they would go, "Wow."
The most unnatural conversation would be if one of those characters was doing a voice and personality AI of Mark Zuckerberg, because he already sounds like AI. Right?
They had cell phone reception in the cave or around it. Like, dude, who's making this phone call?
But,
wait, hold on. Maybe do cell phones work off ley lines?
Off what?
Off ley lines.
Ley line. I don't know what that is.
Streams of energy inside the earth.
Yeah, it's like the pyramids are built on a nexus of lines and Stonehenge.
These are the things
Dead Sea Scrolls
that they don't teach you. I know. I mean, these are the sorts of things you learn when you're an astrophysicist. But these are not the sort of things that they taught me.
They called Siri. I suspect that.
But
I need a name tag.
So don't just I'm not giving you any ideas after defacing my book. So God damn it.
It's my book. I bought it.
The destination is on your left. Dead Sea Scrolls Cave.
See, this is why I was pointing out that you're illiterate, okay? It very clearly says not a book. Okay? So what? Anyway.
Covered wasn't just scripture. It was a story buried on purpose, written in Greek.
That's not Greek.
That's Hebrew, right?
That's Hebrew. So, but I love it when they do this. This amazing Dead Sea Scrolls manuscript, in Syriac letters, written in Greek, Hebrew manuscript. It's like, okay, guys.
Their computer image was Syriac slop, and now we've got Greekabrew. Oh no.
Greekabrew.
Marked in.
Also, I don't think that's a real image. Like, if you're going to be handling,
it was written in Greek.
No. That's a real picture. What is unconvincing to you about this?
This is not in a glove. This hand is not gloved.
Yes.
Also, I don't think you would use that type of tweezer to hold.
Wait, one hand is gloved.
Also, is the fragment just is it levit?
It's floating.
Is she suspending it?
Yeah.
With her mind.
It's a piece of paper, right? So it could be that it's being held up, and then sort of like balanced, but it kind of looks from the angle. So I'll give them that.
Look at the other thing I'm wondering about too is look at the hole on the fragment. That
This
one.
Trying, guys.
Does that look? Oh,
no, that doesn't look like the color underneath it, and it doesn't look like this color. No,
that looks like they masked it using like just another part of the glove. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Very good.
Do it, lady.
Moving on.
I mean, we listen. We could, but God damn it. This
we're only 34 seconds in.
For 40 minutes, and we're 34 seconds in.
Hold on. Let me bump it up to 1.25.
Yes, please.
That is best.
All right, that's a great observation. Glove hand, not glove hand. Would you use a pair of tweezers?
I don't think with
Sometimes, but
sometimes you might, but like for a piece this large, you at least wouldn't use something with that sharp a tip, I would think.
Oh, that's a good point.
Not.
Yeah,
So,
and it would be padded with like nylon or something at the end.
It looks to me
it's like Mr. Bean in front of the Mona Lisa.
The tweezer is not. The tweezer is not actually clasping the fragment. It looks.
The other side's behind it.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's something about it.
There's no creasing,
though. Like there's and I would think you'd see more like some sort of very faint shadow on the actual fragment itself from the tweezer. But this is a strange situation. It's almost like gloved hand is waiting for ungloved tweezer hand to set the fragment in the gloved hand. Is that what they're doing?
There we go. That's why it's not floating. It's okay.
Well, it could be.
Here, it's like here you go.
We're spending far too much time on this image.
That's fair. Let's go.
Okay.
In Hebrew, hidden for a reason. Then the machines stepped in. They filled the blanks, decoded the silence. What they revealed? You're not ready. AI just cracked the Dead Sea Scrolls.
You're not ready.
You were not prepared.
All right. So
Illidan taught us well.
I don't know what this is, but did somebody just like take a whole like a giant peanut butter and jelly sandwich and like put it through like a TSA X-ray machine or something?
It kind of looks like. Yeah, it does look like that. And I feel like X-rays might be damaging.
Is this going to be curse tablet tier?
They might be, but
possibly.
you might still want to do it once, because you might get good information. For scrolls, I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
For scrolls, I don't know about that. But even though they could be, slightly damaging, I can't imagine situations in which it is still worth the damage because you could learn something. But for scrolls, I don't know how that would work.
Hey, they found radiation on the Shroud of Turin. Okay,
there's radiation
you can do
everywhere.
whatever you want.
Radiation is everywhere. It's one of the things I know as an atomic physicist.
You're not ready.
Redim says Dr. Kiptifer is not a tweezerologist. So I guess that's. I mean, I've owned tweezers and used tweezers. So I guess that's the extent of it. Hey, Kip, tell us what the procedure on handling the Dead Sea Scrolls fragment is since you've done it. The procedure is don't do it. So they frown on that. You're not allowed to touch them.
Don't breathe on this.
I'll tell you how this works. When you go to the IAA, and first of all, you have to book an appointment. And you have to get all this stuff done in writing, and you have to tell them in advance what you want to look at, and then you show up and you say, "I'm here now. I would like to look at these manuscripts," and they sit you down in like one of the labs there, one of the rooms, and they go get it, and then they bring it out to you, and they do all the handling, all of it. You don't touch it. Do they
use spatulas to flip it over?
Is it vacuum sealed, like
Now
in
I'm trying to remember.
holy Tupperware? Like, how do we do this?
So I
How
don't.
do they bring it to you?
I've never. Well, they bring it to you like it's on a plate, right? Like the plates are still there. So they bring it out to you on a glass plate, and usually stick it underneath the microscope, because most of the time when you are at the IAA asking to see something, it's probably not to actually sit down and read anything, but to inspect the material, right? You could do all that at home. Yeah. So that's about material inspection. So usually you want to look through the microscope to see what's going on. So
neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
All right, what next?
AI just cracked the Dead Sea Scrolls.
That's what's
and it's worse than we
they
thought.
They cracked them, like as if we didn't know a fuck ton about the Dead Sea Scrolls already,
right? Or the texts they're in relationship with.
We know
right?
all of it. What's there?
Yep.
Oh, and by the way,
it's worse than we thought. What is that the fuck supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Who was thinking, oh, when I have heard about the Dead Sea Scrolls, it's got some heavy shit in there, like that I apparently don't know. Like, what? All right, what do we got? Let's see how it's worse than we thought.
That's
seen
not
for
Greek.
The first time.
And it's
Go
worse
back.
than we thought.
15 columns of text in ancient Greek seen for the first.
Those are rows.
Those are rows. It's not Greek. And that particular scroll with the computer image and the thing that was going up and the guy, yeah, if you can get it on there, I can tell you what this is. So,
those are huge.
Oops.
Than we thought.
15 columns.
There you go. Pause it there. This is a scroll of the book of Leviticus that was found in.
Does it have the slavery part?
You know, I have to. I'm trying to remember.
Sorry, keep going.
What's all in there now? But it was found a long time ago in a dig at what is being interpreted as a synagogue, and it was found inside a metal box, and it was carbonized. So there was a fire in this synagogue, and a violent conflagration kind of fire. And they found this metal box and this scroll in it that was basically turned to like carbon.
But it was sealed inside the box, so fire didn't really get in there.
No. It cooked it.
And it turned. Okay, so you'd still be able to read that if you're careful. Yeah.
It was sitting in the IAA for like 20 years. And then
hopefully in a dry environment.
What's that?
Hopefully like in a controlled environment.
Yeah. So what happened was these very bright computer scientists at a tech institute in Kentucky actually apparently. So they figured out a way to scan it and then to open it up virtually and to read it, the contents of it, without ever actually doing anything physically, because you can't. It's just it's so brittle, right? And it's
you touch it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen that. Like when you burn like some newspaper in a fire, it'll burn completely and it'll be ash. But if it hasn't been disturbed, you'll still be able to like see the layers. But if you touch it at all, it'll just crumble.
Yes. So so cool. But so this is a scroll of Leviticus from the 2nd century, about I think like 130 to 150 CE, so 8 AD CE, whatever. But it was a big deal. They did. I don't know if you knew this, but I was on Nova once, and in the episode of Nova that I was in, they spent a lot of time talking about this. I've never actually seen it,
but this also makes it not a Dead Sea Scroll, right?
Oh no, it does, because the Dead Sea Scrolls are not just. It was found in the Judean desert. It's any manuscript that was found in the Judean desert is technically a Dead Sea Scroll.
Okay, it gets vacuumed into that category.
Yeah, yeah, because we
Right,
we have a tendency to think of the Dead Sea Scrolls as just what was found in the 11 caves at Qumran, when in fact that includes everything that was found at Murabat and Nakhokhever and Masada and Wadi Sir and this discovery. So there's a bunch.
There you go, chat. You learned something new.
I expect you to when you visit this channel. If you leave without learning anything new, then you have to stay behind after class. Yeah. Those are the rules.
That's why you always keep me here. God damn it.
It's true. And seriously, like, he just never leaves, guys. It's painful. It's awful. All right, press play.
Of text in ancient Greek seen for the first time in almost 2,000 years.
Silence has been replaced by something louder. And for the...
I mean...
Well, what else?
Things are louder than... Most things that aren't silence are louder than silence. Possibly all things.
When I look at paper, I'm waiting for it to talk to me. So I guess that's how Christians read the Bible. Speak to me, Lord.
There's a song, the sound of silence. It's a great song.
Yeah. And it's had shitty modern covers. But anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
Holding on to old certainties, things are about to get uncomfortable.
Zechariah writes of what is to come, from the rebuilding of the temple and Jerusalem to a coming messianic king.
The descent into the...
Okay.
Yeah, shit no one thought about before. Okay.
No, it's terrible. It's worse than you thought, guys. Zechariah wrote this.
He wrote the thing we've actually known about for 2,000
forever.
And then he's into the cave of horror.
Yeah, that's a real thing, eh?
Is it?
Yeah.
The cave of horror.
Okay, so have you guys ever seen The Descent? Great movie. Okay.
When archaeologists dropped into a Judean cave in 2021, they weren't just searching for bones or pottery. They were after something deeper. Something
deeper that had been buried or pottery. Is that...
Yeah.
It feels like that.
But is that what they knew they were going for? I don't know.
Might have been.
I was going to say it feels like that's not the right word that you want to use.
Yeah.
Deeper, because it doesn't make sense literally or metaphorically. Really.
It doesn't.
Yahweh put it
dust
real
and time
deep.
For over 60 years. What they uncovered...
Haven't these things been buried for like 2,000 years? Why do they keep saying 60 years?
They didn't want anyone else fucking around in the cave after the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
I get it, but
that's why they were protecting it with the Iron Dome. So.
Yeah. They were looking for the fifth element. And
yeah, they were, it's where the budget was hidden,
All right.
Within Dallas.
Vandy, what were you going to say about the movie?
What movie? I've completely forgotten.
Keep going.
I was going to say that it's about weird incest monsters that live in a cave, and caves are the perfect. Like I feel like that's what this guy might be. He might be a weird incest monster that lives in a vagina cave.
Well, this is a very strangely shaped vagina.
Hold on. My 6-year-old son and I play Monty Python Flux, and he loves the naked piano guy, but there's like the monster right in the cave of
dude. I love that game.
And the rabbit.
I've lost every time I've played it. I've only played it like 10 times, but I love that game.
All right, let's go.
Of horror. They weren't just searching for bones or pottery. They were after something deeper, something that had been buried under dust and time for over 60 years. What they uncovered was only the beginning.
But you're right. Pause it for a second.
We literally just got back to the same spot we had. Never mind.
Yeah, but listen, because they found the Cave of Horrors in 1952. I think.
Horrors. You gotta
Cave of Horrors. Sorry, 1952, or is it Horrors? No, I don't know. I've already been tricking. But 1952. So they were there in 20. So that's not even right.
70.
The timing. It's actually 70 years. But now they're saying that that something
69.
was buried.
It was actually
something
69 years.
Something has been buried for 60 years, is what they said, right? So somebody forgot their dropped their fucking wallet in the cave when they were there the first time, and they're coming back to get it. That's.
I think we're annoying the chat. Or DH Personal. We got to move.
Okay.
The real shock would come later, when artificial intelligence stepped in to piece things together. We'll get to that, but first, let's look at where it all started. To get into the cave, researchers had to rappel straight down a steep 80-meter drop from the cliff's edge. It wasn't just risky, it was physically demanding.
That's not
but for
it's also not that risky. Like, if you're being careful, rappelling down a rope is not that risky, really. If you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it's very risky. Don't do that.
Oren Abelman and his team at the Israel Antiquities.
Wait.
Is he a cool dude? Do you know this guy?
Yeah, he's the director of the IAA. So, and this woman.
What does IAA stand for again? Israel Antiquities. They're about to finish
Authority.
Israel Antiquities Authority. And this woman here, her name is Tatiana, and she's one of the full-time lab techs there at the IAA. So I've dealt with her quite a bit. She's really nice.
Are they wearing masks because it was in COVID time, or because you got to wear a mask there?
I assume so, because that's.
I could imagine that they wouldn't want you to like breathe and get your stuff on.
The effort was
accidentally
hidden deep in those rocks were
now that looks like vagina.
Fragments of ancient texts.
Yes. See,
and not just any texts. These were pieces of the Dead Sea Scrolls, small, brittle scraps that had somehow survived centuries of heat, decay, and silence. Abelman admitted
silence, that deadly foe.
They survived the silence that was bound to destroy them.
That what they found.
Is it hot in those caves?
No.
I feel like it's probably cave temperature
hotter
in those caves.
Outside the cave.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Wasn't much in size. These are tiny scraps, he said. But even scraps can say a lot when placed in the right order. The team managed to reassemble some of them like a jigsaw puzzle. Slowly, phrases and meanings began to return to life, offering a rough idea of what once was.
Hey!
What?
Phrases and meanings began to return to life.
Wait, what?
Offering a rough idea of what.
What?
That's me!
What are you talking about? That's you. How can you?
That's me!
How do you know that's you?
Because I was there and I've watched this documentary.
It doesn't look like you.
The documentary they stole it from.
There! That's me!
God, that is you! Holy crap! Whoa! That's amazing!
Right?
Did you know that going into this?
No! I had no idea. But it's AI slop, right? So
partly.
Look, this isn't AI slop. This is stock footage slop. Very different.
True. Yes. That is true.
You should put a claim on the video that your likeness was used without your
Totally.
Oh man,
that would be amazing.
That right there, right here. That's Kip Davis.
This is me inspecting a forgery at the Museum of the Bible.
Oh,
amazing!
Look how serious the work is. Very serious.
Okay, this. I feel like this is more important than wolf sightings. This is Kip sightings.
Guys, okay? Chat. I found this video through random YouTube searching. Okay, but go on.
Okay, we've got Kip sightings. 1. I just crossed out wolf because we're probably gonna still want the wolf sightings.
Probably still looking for the wolves.
The cave where all this happened is known officially as Cave 8th, but most call it something.
Did they just say Cave 8th?
Thanks, AI.
It's called Cave 8, not Cave 8th.
8th. Go on.
Cave 8?
The Cave of Horror. That name wasn't chosen at random.
No, stop. No. Cave 8? Well, it's Cave 8, not Cave 8th. And Cave 8 is not the Cave of Horror. Oh my God, no.
AI couldn't keep the story straight. Okay.
It could not. Oh my God, so funny. And all these pictures, by the way, are of Cave 4. All of them. Just
nice.
Yeah.
They only had so much drone footage.
I do. I've been sitting on this
band.
I should probably pull up the super chat. Redim says, I'm calling it now. The message they discovered on Dead Sea Scrolls will be, what have the Romans ever done for us?
All right, this is
what do we got?
This might be better. I just Googled Cave 8 or to like get a view. This is, but I had to zoom in on this one.
Yeah.
Maybe this one better. So Cave 8 is like in the one. Does this look accurate to you?
Yes. That's pretty good. So
okay, so Cave 8 is in like the bottom.
Yeah. And there's like, seriously, I got to pull this up because there was almost nothing there in Cave 8.
Triceratops's chat is amazing.
Let me. That one? AI fails fact checking so badly it actually passes. So good. Oh, did you see that? She's got a thing that says bow ties are cool.
Yeah.
That is not right. It's just so I'm looking this up here. I want to make sure I get this right. Everything that was found in Cave 8. Excuse me. Let's go to 8Q. No, I need a different module. Do something entertaining, you guys, while I
keep playing the video.
You could do that. Yeah,
just leave the picture up.
It came from what was found inside.
I can't leave the picture up and play the video. I can't do both.
Back in the 1950s.
Can we pause it for a second, and I will give you the complete inventory of Cave 8 here. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. A fragment, 2 fragments of a copy of the Book of Genesis. 13 fragments from the Psalms, a phylactery, a mezuzah, and then one more fragment, and that's it. That's all that's there. So let's find out what is worse than we thought about this discovery in Cave 8.
50s and 60s, explorers like Professor Yigiel Yadin and Professor Yohanan Aharoni had all...
Okay, so hold on.
Explorers like...
Hobo or Professor, you guys?
Professor Yigiel Yadin and Professor Yohanan...
So, or statesman, because, you know, Yigiel Yadin was also the deputy prime minister of Israel when they went to war with Egypt in the 6-Day War. So
cool.
And he was the son of Eliezer Sukenik, who was one of the first Europeans to see the Dead Sea Scrolls. He worked at the Hebrew University at the time of their discovery in 1947.
Oh, so cool.
Very cool.
Had already investigated the site. Even the local Bedouins in the Negev region had taken interest in it. Their finds painted a haunting picture. Around 135 CE, during the fall of the Bar Kokhba revolt, a group of Jewish men...
The fall of the Bar Kokhba revolt.
Is it spelled right? Is it?
It says Bar Kokhba.
Bar Kokhba.
I mean, it could be spelled right. Language is, malleable, but
yeah. Very
women
true.
and children had sought shelter in the cave. Roughly 40 people in total. Roman forces quickly surrounded the area
They know
and
the
camped right above
count
the cliff.
of the people.
So
if it was recorded in a
yeah,
story,
because skeletons. No, this is based on skeletal
But
remains.
just because there's skeletons there doesn't mean there were only that many.
That's fair.
Okay, but what are the odds? If you're going to have people remove skeletons, they're probably going to remove like all the skeletons. I would think.
It seems likely that's stop. Hold on. It seems likely that everyone was present and accounted for, because you saw, like, excuse me, the accurate pictures of the Cave of Horrors where they had to actually rappel down the cliff, right, to get into the cave. This is basically what the Romans did, right? The Romans sat at the top of the cliff and just waited for them to die of like starvation. So they couldn't get out. They were just stuck there.
All right.
So I mean, they probably were all present and accounted for, except for the people who jumped out of the cave to their death. I assume
they would have been. They would have also been present and accounted for, just at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know if they. Yeah, true.
With no way out, the people inside faced.
Yeah, see, it even says they camped right above the cliff. See,
an impossible choice. They refused to give up. One by one, they died trapped, thirsty, and forgotten. Their skeletons remained where they fell. That, more than anything, is why the cave earned its grim name. Now, fast
that makes
forward.
sense, actually. Okay, this is starting to. I no longer have a problem with Cave of Horrors.
To the present.
That's what it's
These new
called.
fragments were pulled from the same cave, and thanks to modern tools, scholars were able to examine them more closely than ever before. But it is not just the human eye studying them anymore. AI has entered the picture, and what it's beginning to reveal might change everything we thought we knew about these ancient texts. Let me walk you through it. The scrolls that...
How kind of
Thanks.
It's very good.
Survived.
Okay.
Finding anything new in the Cave of Horror seemed unlikely after so many years.
Yeah, the
does.
thing is,
Kinda does.
They keep, the after so many years that they're referring to, though, is like the 60 or 70 years.
Yeah.
Not the 2,000 years. Like if it
correct.
If it lasted 60 or 70 years and there was any measure, which there may not have been, but if there was any measure of preservation or secrecy about the location at all, then lasting another few is a rounding error. You'd have to deal. The risk would be looters, right?
Yes. Yeah, and I mean, but this is a like, and it feels like that's it's a very, very inaccessible cave.
Yeah, but but so are the middle of the pyramids, and cave robbers got in there.
That's true. That's true.
But sometimes it is the smallest things hiding in plain sight that change everything. And this time, what looked like nothing more than a smudge in the dust turned out to be far more important. Over 60 years after Professors Yigael Yadin and Yohanan Aharoni explored the cave, researchers went back in with better tools.
That's a badass cave.
Yohanan Aharoni explored the cave. Researchers...
That one, yeah.
Like this just looks cool.
I know, right?
So
that is the actual Cave of Horrors.
Yeah. That tracks.
Tools and sharper eyes. The cave's dry, sheltered, and isolated conditions had done a good job preserving anything trapped inside. But even with that...
Didn't they just say that, they survived heat and
yeah,
the other things that I don't remember? Get your story.
All right, keep it rolling. We got to get to the point.
The environment wasn't easy to work in. Dim light and thick layers of dust made it hard to spot anything out of the ordinary.
No shit.
One of the team's archaeobotanists noticed something. Faint markings on a cluster of tiny fragments. Nothing about them stood out at first. But after closer examination, those small dusty pieces revealed traces of ink, signs of lettering that led to an important discovery. They were part of an ancient scroll. It was a subtle clue that could have been missed, but it led to a renewed wave of excitement.
Really?
In more humid climates, those fragments would have decayed.
Wait, they were trying to unroll that motherfucker?
I don't think that's a
that last clip.
That looks like AI.
That's
to
AI
me.
flop.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh.
How
even
many
though
of So, real question about the Dead Sea Scrolls. How many of them were actually like recognizably scrolls, like rolled up, and the idea of unrolling them like it made sense would make sense as opposed to just fragments of
less than a dozen. So only those that were found in the jars in Cave 1 and Cave 11. Everything else was just found in the dirt, and they're just jumbles of fragments. So, yeah. And I should say, and then the Copper Scroll too. Which
yes, that was so cool.
I know, right? Yeah. So, and I'll say something else too about like one of them, the Genesis about the real challenges with a couple of them, like the Hodayot, the Thanksgiving hymns from Cave 1 was very challenging to open, and then the Genesis Apocryphon, there's these really cool pictures of it, still rolled up. It looks like a big cigar, but it was just so brittle that they had to take it to the Fog Museum at I think it's at Harvard. And yeah, I don't remember what they did, but they had some specialists working on it just to open it up. And even then it's in rough shape. So
I mean, fair enough. It's been 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Wave of excitement. In more humid climates, those fragments would have decayed beyond recognition.
Yeah, that's
But
happened.
in this desert cave, they stayed buried and untouched for nearly 2,000 years.
Oh, well,
The
now they
history
got
of the
the
Dead
timeline,
Sea
right?
Scrolls dates back to the 1940s, which was the time the
Okay.
first.
I mean, you just said it dates back
God.
to 2,000 years ago, but I see your point.
This is like a MythVision AI script. It says the same fucking shit
really
over the course of 20 minutes. And you're like, God
fragments
damn
were
it,
uncovered.
AI Derek.
Most of
Get
these
to the
scrolls were
goddamn
linked to a
point.
community living in Qumran. Many scholars believe this group was called the Essenes. They were a Jewish sect with their own beliefs and writings. However,
Were they
that
ordained?
view is still debated. What made the original Dead Sea Scrolls
Was that
such
a baby at a microphone?
What?
Sorry.
Hold on. Just a very quick wolf check. I don't see any.
However, that view.
Okay. Is that a baby? in a
No,
microphone?
it's a young Republican. Go on.
It might be Kyle Rittenhouse.
Is still debated. What made the original Dead Sea Scrolls such a major find was their content. They were not simply copies of known religious texts. They included the oldest biblical manuscripts ever discovered.
Okay.
Doesn't that
What?
make them copies
No.
of known religious texts?
Yes.
In addition to
Weren't
that,
there
were also
older
Jewish
biblical
writings.
manuscripts recovered?
Yeah, but not many.
Like,
So
what?
But so it's like
Isn't
literally
any copy of something in the Septuagint? Like when?
yeah, but
right?
there's nothing. There are the oldest copies of
Oh,
the
okay.
Septuagint are from like the late 2nd century. So we have
Oh, okay.
and the oldest copies of biblical texts are the Ketephenom amulets, which date to the 7th or 6th century BC, but they're like tiny, and they just have, it's just like the Aaronic blessing, the priestly blessing.
So they were using scripture as magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah, pretty cool.
That had been lost over time. Those writings opened a clearer window into the beliefs and discussions that were shaping Jewish life at the time. They also offered clues about how early Christianity took form within that same world.
Also
but now,
true.
there's something else at play. Artificial intelligence is being used to analyze these fragments in a way no human ever could. And what it's uncovering? Hitting that like button.
You fuckers.
Okay, we're gonna need y'all to
Are you
smash
kidding
that
me?
like button
What?
On our stream, thanks.
on our stream. We're gonna. There we go. Yeah.
Jeez.
Into this mysterious journey. The child, the basket, and the scrolls. Hidden beneath the dry earth and dust of time, the cave slowly began revealing parts of a world long gone.
What does this have to
Alongside
do
the
with
scroll
AI,
fragments,
bro?
archaeologists came across something deeply personal. Near the cave's entrance, just beneath two
I
flat
mean,
stones,
they used AI to make the video. So
Yeah.
Deeply personal. What? Go on.
They uncovered the mummified remains of a child,
I mean,
estimated to be between 6 and 12 years old. The child's body was...
That's a pretty broad range. That must have been some pretty fragmentary remains, I would think.
I would assume, yeah.
was placed carefully in a fetal position. Its head and torso
Placed
wrapped in
carefully?
cloth.
What?
The feet.
Oh, there
Honestly,
he is.
You can't tell better than between 6 and 12 with this remain. I feel like you'd be able to narrow that by another factor.
A little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
People were shorter back then.
I get, yeah, but
feet remained exposed.
Teeth,
Clutched
though,
in its
couldn't you
hands
tell
was another
with-
piece of
with
fabric.
teeth?
The way the child had been laid to rest suggested someone had buried it with care. Tests later confirmed that the
as people do,
yeah,
when burying children.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah. In non-mass grave situations, like, burial is done with some amount of care.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, keep going.
remains were roughly 6,000.
Man, you are just like,
You
go,
are.
go, go today, Nitty.
I'm getting
This
bored
discovery
with
was
the video
remarkable not only
itself, like
because
Chad
of the
is.
age, but also because of the state of preservation. The dry air inside the cave kept the body intact and frozen in time. Researchers believe that climate and burial technique had played a role in how well
should
it
we-
lasted
I mean,
through the centuries.
Tell me
The
about
small
the-
body,
Forward a
wrapped
bit,
and
like,
resting
we're
just
just-
beneath
Yeah.
the
Jump forward a
was
bit.
flawless.
Okay, this basket.
So here's the
They
basket.
came across a large woven basket. Its
Okay.
condition was almost flawless. Woven tightly with a shape built for storage, the basket had an
That's what baskets are for.
estimated volume of about 100 liters. Later analysis dated it to the Neolithic period.
Whoa, this cave is all over the fucking place.
This really is. Wow.
Yeah, Neolithic is quite a ways back.
So they found a 6,000-year-old child and 2,000-year-old
Maybe it's this
Right,
child.
they said the child was 6,000 years
Yeah.
old. Did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so fuck you,
In
young
the-
Earth creationists.
In the
In
Cave
fact-
of Horrors,
Yeah.
where people died 2,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's all over the place.
In fact, it turned out to be the oldest known basket ever found, as it dated back to nearly 9,000 years.
Wow.
Okay.
Oren Abelman explained that finds like this gave researchers a new
true.
lens into
See,
early
this is
human development.
this is what
The basket-
makes people skeptical and annoyed with
So-
radiocarbon dating,
Yeah.
right? Because this one cave has all this stuff. Like I'm not saying that I don't believe it's possible, but yeah.
Wait, is there actually a 9,000-year-old basket in one of these caves?
That's what I actually have.
Someone
I do not-
fact
this
check
is
the
not
AI
something
here.
That I've.
And if so, is it that basket with that size? Like, that's
Yeah,
a big
100
basket.
a
That
100
would be
liter
really
basket.
remarkable. I feel like kids
Yeah, I
at
guess
least would have
layers.
known about this, right?
I guess the layers of
9,000 years
sediment, and
old,
you get under that, and you get a
and you're in a cave, and it's in a dry
Chrissy
environment. It's possible,
says
but
that it's true-ish. Could be.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. I actually just looked this up. So
That's-
this says 10,500-year-old woven basket found in a cave in the Judean desert of Israel. Pre-pottery Neolithic period artifact was discovered in the Mutabat caves, which
I'll
is
take
where
it.
the Cave of Horrors
That's
is.
okay.
remarkable.
That's great.
Yeah.
that's
I will believe the
Göbekli
layers.
Tepe level of
hmm
age.
Look at that, chat.
came
I'm
from a
willing to
time
change my mind with evidence.
Known as pre-pottery Neolithic B, a period before ceramics were developed. It was a time when communities in the Near East were slowly shifting away from
Okay,
hunting and
but
gathering.
like,
Do you think
scroll.
they're going to try and pause it for a second? Let's make a guess here. Do you think they're going to try and connect the basket to the scrolls and say that they're
Oh no,
10
is this some
10,000
morgue
years-
official shit?
10,000 years old?
Uh-oh.
Probably.
Okay. Let's
They had
find out.
started to form early farming villages. This was a key moment in human history.
Quick
Okay.
wolf check.
Mhm.
No wolves.
We know that shit.
People were beginning to settle down, grow
You sure?
crops, and build permanent homes. The basket wasn't just an object for holding things. It represented a way of life that was taking shape. The cave had offered more than scrolls and old bones. It gave researchers a rare look into how ancient people lived, cared for their young, and stored their food. Every object added something new to the picture.
Because
Echoes
of
the prophet.
child.
The burial.
Yeah.
The burial. So what did that have to do with the fucking scrolls?
They found it in the cave. See, I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll tie it all together here at some point.
But how confident are you of that?
That they'll tie it all together?
Yeah.
No.
Could they weave it like the basket?
Maybe or like
Keep going.
Not everything that survives the past comes in full form. Sometimes it arrives in pieces, small and worn, but still powerful enough to carry meaning. That was the case with the scroll fragments found during the excavation. Though they were only partial, researchers were able to fit some of them together.
Time.
In total, about 80 individual pieces of parchment
were
recovered.
Like there's literally like 5 people who work there, like full time in the scroll.
I'm sure they don't get paid enough for that.
Probably not.
I mean, they were, struggling for stock footage enough that you ended up in this video. So
they're like, all we have are these pictures of these like 5 people.
Yeah, we need a Canadian.
Yeah.
After closely analyzing them, the team linked them to what is known as the Scroll of the 12, also called the Minor Prophets Scroll.
Yes.
Parts of the same scroll had turned up before. Back in the early 1950s, local Bedouin in the Nahal Heber area stumbled upon similar pieces and later sold them in Jerusalem. What stood out about these recent fragments wasn't just their age or condition. It was the language they were written in. Like earlier finds, these new pieces were written in Greek.
Yes.
It was okay. I was like,
not Hebrew. According to researcher Oren Abelman, this was unusual. Most biblical texts uncovered in the Judean desert are in Hebrew or Aramaic. Greek scrolls, especially of this kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Like
I would have thought Greek would have been fairly common as well. Yeah.
No, but it does say like not as much. And the studies that there's been a pretty exhaustive literacy study conducted on specifically the finds from the Murtabak caves. Excuse me. And because there were other documents too, like documentary text, not just literature.
Neat.
But yeah, most of the stuff is like Aramaic in Hebrew. There's a little bit of Greek, but that's what we see too from because Nitty asked about the Septuagint. We have very little. We have tiny little scraps compared to literally thousands of Hebrew and Aramaic fragments. So yeah.
Are rare in this region. The writing itself was done by 2 different scribes, each with a slightly different hand. The content did not match the traditional Septuagint, which is the most widely known Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible.
But it's word for word, kid.
I wish why don't I have that clip? I need that clip, but in the
I can say Ahav Tika, I love you.
Enough.
And explained that the scroll is still related. It appears to be a reworking or a variant of the Septuagint, which suggests that the communities who used these scrolls had their own ways of preserving and interpreting scripture. The texture of the parchment matched earlier pieces found in the same region. This consistency helped confirm that the fragments were part of the same scroll as the...
like the blending of clips of just full-on AI people.
AI fake shit.
Right?
With
like
the
nothing
real
like this
people.
was found in these caves, right?
No, like this is based on like the Great Isaiah Scroll, which was found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. But no, it does not look like
it's an
that.
AI rendition of that.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then there's like, the 2 obvious computer generated guys there.
Oh yeah.
And the unrolling of the scroll. But then in the next clip it's like actual
in the same
real
region.
people, right? Like
this consistency,
like there.
The texture of the parchment
this could be stock
matched earlier pieces found in the same region.
So?
This consistency helped confirm that
Either
the fragments
way.
were part of the same scroll as those discovered decades ago. As for the content, it came from the 12 prophetic books that appear in both the Jewish...
What do you mean they weren't books? Look at this.
Okay, that
Does this
shit
not
was
look like a book? Okay, see, that's the problem is, Kip, you don't understand what a book looks like. You think this is a book,
so
it is clearly not a book. Okay?
So here's the thing, right? If the script or if AI is generating the images to go with it, what its language learning model has learned from the usage of the Hebrew Bible and biblical texts in regular vernacular is that people call the prophetic literature the book of Isaiah or the book of Zechariah, right? So it's misinterpreting that vernacular as bookies
as a codex.
in a stack.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Very true.
Right. This is a problem with AI and going forward, right? Because someone, 10 years from now who doesn't have any education or familiarity with the difference between those things has only been raised on what like the language models and search results have to say, or their community, or which is also made in the same way. They'll look at something like that and it's like, oh, they found books, right?
Yeah,
they found comic-y books, right? And that's just going to be so inaccurate. The future is cooked, guys.
It really is. Before we go on, there is a okay. Go ahead.
And that intermixture of the real clips with the AI ones is again going to muddy waters for future viewers, right? To discern, like, okay, the two stock footage guys, well, that's what happened in 2021, right? But really that footage is not real, right? But that stuff, when you were working on it, that is real. But again, one of those 340,000 people or however many people have watched this video, some of them are just, AI illiterate, right? And are going to watch this and be like, oh, this is what it looked like. This is how it happened.
Yeah.
Like,
very true. Lieutenant Matt the Navigator says, who are we watching and why are they dumber than Richard Carrier? The ultimate
million subscribed channel.
The ultimate what was it? The ultimate discovery.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. It's ultimate.
Jewish Bible and the Christian Old Testament. Researchers were able to make out about 11 lines of text from the newly pieced together fragments.
Amazing.
Among them were passages from the book of Nahum. That particular section spoke of divine judgment and power, describing a world trembling under the weight.
Man, that's actually a pretty cool, it is. AI animation. I'm just saying.
Of God's anger. Another part of the scroll quoted the book of Zechariah. That portion focused on moral values and community rebuilding after the Babylonian exile. It urged people to be honest and fair in their judgments and to avoid harmful thoughts or false oaths.
I guess that is worse than we thought. The Bible is telling people to be dignant, decent people. Wow.
Yeah, terrible.
Though the fragments are small, what they contain is incredibly valuable. They provide a direct look into how ancient texts.
Wow. Anyway, go on.
Were read, rewritten.
Totally new information.
Every word that has survived helps.
Okay, how many times have any of you guys actually used a magnifying glass for something other than starting a fire?
I have one on my desk.
Yeah, but do you use it?
Yeah, actually I do, because I have a dictionary that's like tiny,
okay.
And I can't read. I have to use to read it. So.
I never
but I'm a fucking weirdo, right? So, and I'll be honestly, as somebody who has worked in like a couple of different scrolls labs, yeah, we do use them.
Okay,
right?
Fair enough.
I mean, you wouldn't in your astrophysics lab.
Okay, I wouldn't. You're right. Not in my astrophysics lab because I'm not an astrophysicist. Goddamn it! Why? Sorry, I'm fine.
All right, video.
Researchers trace how sacred writings moved across time and culture. And in these pieces of parchment, long buried and nearly forgotten, we find a connection to voices that once read and passed them along.
They showed that guy once.
Line by line,
I've seen lots of
scroll
these pictures
by scroll,
already.
digital eyes on ancient ink.
Oh my
what
God.
happens when you take something ancient and use modern tools to bring it back to life?
I don't know, man. You've teased this like 8 times. Get to the fucking point.
Please.
It's like watching William Shatner's Unsolved
when they
Mysteries.
faced the fragile, broken pieces found in the Cave of Horror. The fragments were not impressive at first glance. Most were small. Some barely the size of a
it's not going to get better.
They had been crushed, darkened, and weakened by nearly 2,000 years of exposure and decay. And with so many pieces scattered and damaged, how do you even begin to make sense of it all? Traditional methods had their limits, and there was the risk of causing more harm during analysis. So the team had to think differently. This time, they turned to artificial intelligence. They were not chasing lost secrets or chasing mysterious codes. Their goal was simple. They wanted to recover as much of the original text as possible, and this had to be done without destroying what little remained. First, they scanned every piece under different kinds of light, which included visible, infrared, and ultraviolet. That helped bring out faint marks. These marks would have been impossible to see with the naked eye. Then came the tricky part. They used a kind of software called optical character recognition, or OCR, but not the kind used to scan modern documents. This system had been trained to read ancient writing. It could detect faded Greek or early Hebrew characters that had almost vanished. Each letter was slowly brought back into focus.
Wait. What if Psalm 22 says like a lion because AI, and we just shove it up Michael Jones's ass every day? You can't lie to the computer, Michael. And you go on.
What is this?
I couldn't help myself.
That is a replica of the Great Isaiah Scroll on permanent display at the Israel, the Shrine of the Book at the Israel Museum. It's a replica. They used to actually display the actual scroll that way, but then it didn't take very long before they realized, oh no, it's falling apart.
Yeah, well, that amount of light on it, that light looks like it would have enough UV in it that it would start to degrade it.
Time. But scanning and reading were only the beginning. Once digitized, the fragments were run through a deep learning system. This artificial intelligence had already been trained using large collections of ancient manuscripts, scrolls, and inscriptions. It did not just recognize words. It began to recognize patterns, handwriting styles, scroll layouts, and even ink types that repeated across certain fragments.
I don't know. This sounds like a blend of bullshit, of combining like a couple of different individual projects about the scrolls,
right,
to apply to like this one thing.
But the underlying idea using deep learning, machine learning to analyze handwriting samples, it's one of the like canonical examples. Like I have I've dabbled a little bit with like training my own neural networks on stuff to like, and one of the canonical examples is you give it 10,000 categorized images of digits, handwritten digits, and you train it on that, and then it is able to guess as well as a human, 99.7% accuracy. Like it's as good as at categorizing as a human is. After the fact. So using AI for this particular type of analysis is totally valid. Legit. But you have to integrate them and assemble the training data together. And that's not like, you have to know what you're doing, but it's not like that hard. So could it still be bullshit? Yeah, but not because it's an inherently bullshit idea.
Yeah.
So what did all that data reveal? Not prophecy, but people. The AI started noticing that certain scrolls had come from the same place. They shared similar handwriting, stitching styles, and papyrus textures. That pointed to organized scribal workshops where scrolls were carefully made and copied. Even in remote, isolated communities, there was structure and planning. And
It
what human
could.
eyes missed, artificial intelligence caught. What the ink revealed. Beneath the ancient text, the scrolls had something more personal to reveal. As the scans and data poured in...
Oh my god. What?
Yeah,
why?
see?
Why are you like this?
something unusual caught the attention of researchers. At first, it was just little details.
It's like a
But
Marvel
when the AI
movie.
began examining the
Yeah.
scrolls more closely...
That's not a scroll.
Why is there
It's not a-
DNA?
What?
Why is there a star chart?
A star chart.
It picked up something human, something personal. How could that be possible? Was
From
it really
humans? Because
You don't
humans
say.
did this?
The engineers from the Alien prequels did this.
Wow.
Oh, I hate you so much, Ultimate Discovery.
Beyond the letters? Multispectral imaging and machine learning had already proven helpful for restoring faded texts. But now paleographers were seeing something else entirely. The algorithms weren't just recognizing words. They were detecting patterns of movement, tiny
What?
inconsistencies that hinted at the person behind the pen.
In
Have you
the
ever looked at someone's handwriting
in
and
the-
known they were nervous?
way that they make
Maybe they had
letters.
MS.
This
Like,
actually sounds intriguing. This is starting to sound like it's getting into the bullshit realm, but
Yeah.
I do know what they mean.
I'll tell you what I meant when I said the bullshit is that there is a project that has been working on exactly this.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been working on the Nako Kever Minor Prophet scroll. It's been working on other things. So it sounds like they're taking this, this manuscript discovery, and then they're taking this other project that's working on different things, and they're like mashing that together.
And that's
shaky writing can like to John's point, shaky writing can happen when you're constipated.
It can
if
happen
you
for
have
a lot
a
of-
condition. If you just suck at holding a paper straight.
So
Multiple
there's-
personalities.
If it's because of a condition or because you suck at holding paper straight, it's going to be the rule. If it's because of a temporary thing like constipation or being really nervous, it would be a deviation from
Irregular,
your normal.
yeah. But
And
anyway.
so if you have a big enough sample, I could totally imagine that you could do some amount of analysis on that.
This is about the project. The project that I'm talking about is about identifying like individual scribal hands. Like this script all belongs to the same person and is different from this script. That's
cool.
That's what that's about. It is very cool, right? But I feel this doesn't sound like anything that's been done on the Minor Prophet scroll as near as
But why is it worse? All right, go on.
I'm just why is it worse?
That same idea applied here. Every stroke, no matter how slight, told a part of the scribe's experience. The way a letter leaned to one side or how the ink pooled in the middle of a line revealed subtle signs, pressure, hesitation, uneven rhythm. It was like tracking someone's hand through time. Each variation...
Well, hold on. When I'm copying something, like when I draw Jeff the Baby Land Shark for like the 50th time with something for my kids, like I'm not nervous. I'm not constipated. I just suck at drawing or remembering a detail right. And so my pauses might be longer than each other, or my pencil might hit the paper harder. But it doesn't tell you anything.
Are you suggesting we maybe shouldn't be conducting like psychoanalysis on people's handwriting? Is that maybe what you're suggesting?
Yes, like this video is.
Right.
Okay, yeah, but you guys.
And if they're trying to copy something word for word, wouldn't you think that's a little bit of strenuous activity or you just don't give a shit? Oh, no.
You guys have seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, like, when the guy is etching in the thing in that cave in stone, and then suddenly his handwriting gets way, way, way worse because he's, like, actively being eaten.
Yeah.
Like, come on, we're not going to say that, how it trails off and, like, stops following the... Like, clearly that's having to do with stress.
It's fine.
Oh.
But what they're talking about, I don't think that those data points are consistent with that. But anyway.
So on that point though, I have to say this. I might have told this story before, but my boss in Norway, who I when I was working there, he published a really long article on this this document called the Chazon Gabriel, the vision of Gabriel, or the Gabriel stone. It's like a big rock that's been painted on with, I think it's a forgery. And it's like, it's very hard to read. It's got lots of text on it, and it's all very cryptic, and lots of it just doesn't make any sense. And there's lots of breaks in really inconvenient places where there's like keywords that are more clearly highlighted. It's just very much on the nose. It's non-provenance that literally showed up on David Yesselsson's doorstep. Like, well, like it's just very. Anyways, this is something that he actually did and published in like an article where he said the reason why the text doesn't make any sense is because it was written by a guy emerging out of a prophetic state or trance, and he just had to get this stuff down, and he didn't have anything to write on, so he's like got paint and this giant rock, and so he just very quickly I just got to get it down. It's bullshit, right? Like it's just bullshit, but people do this.
Fair.
Yeah. Tribe's unique fingerprint, preserved across centuries of decay. Then came one fragment that refused to go unnoticed. It was a section from the Book of Nahum.
Look at me.
At first glance, it looked rushed, even sloppy. Jagged letters, ink running thin. Some of the characters drooped, while others shot forward. But the AI didn't interpret it as carelessness. Instead, it noticed micro tremors within the strokes.
Micro tremors. Micro tremors in the stroke.
Maybe there was an earthquake while he was writing.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Pointed to something much deeper. Was the person writing ill? Were they trembling from fear or age? Could they have been hiding? Racing
What if
to scripture?
What if their surface just sucked?
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they dusted every table really great.
Maybe they had too much caffeine.
Like the narrator is explaining, based on what the narrator is saying, it sounds like all these options are on the table.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Before it was too late. Suddenly, the scrolls became more than ancient texts.
Did they?
They were moments frozen in survival.
I feel like that's what ancient texts are.
That's kind of what they
are. It's not more than ancient texts. It's just the awesomeness of ancient texts.
Not just religious records, but raw expressions made by hands that had something to say while the world around them collapsed. No one knows exactly who wrote that line, but the pressure of their fingers.
What was the line? What did they write?
Yeah, that's a fair question.
What are we getting at?
I will say, in the last 2 minutes, they have gotten to the meat of what they're talking about. So we're no longer just get to the point. This is the point. It's just a bad point because that's what we cover on BSS.
Nitty's dying.
Shakiness in their wrist. It is.
Nitty, you're adorable. You're like a naive. You want there to be some solid, good, real meat to the story. That's not what we do on BSS.
Still there.
No BSS.
And through technology, we finally saw it. Tracing the scrolls. Just when it seemed like the fragments had revealed everything they could, a new layer of understanding began to surface. And it was one that connected dots across geography, language, and time.
What?
As mentioned before, researchers...
Seriously, she's the star of the show.
She really
believed a single group, possibly the Essenes, was responsible for the scrolls. But that theory started to crack once AI stepped in. With access to powerful tools that could detect the smallest differences in ink chemistry, parchment texture, and handwriting patterns, a larger and more complex picture started forming. The scrolls were written...
Is he leading up to the point that they're not written by the Essenes?
He just said that it sounds like it because he just said, we thought they're were
from all over the fucking place.
And now we still think that.
Biblical Hebrew and Aramaic, but also in Greek and Paleo-Hebrew. The latter is typically reserved Biblical Hebrew and Aramaic, but also in...
Is this the Book of Esther?
No.
Oh. What is this?
That's a Greek inscription of some sort. that seems unrelated to the topic.
I mean, I can't read it. It's all Greek to me.
It's all Greek.
Paleo-Hebrew.
Well, yeah, but you can read Greek, so...
The latter is typically reserved for sacred names. This wasn't unusual on its own, but when these fragments began appearing far beyond Qumran, in caves like Wadi Morabat...
Is this far beyond Qumran? I'm going to go ahead and say confidently that it's not.
That's cave 4.
That's cave 4.
That is literally, it's hilarious. It is hilarious because that is the cave that's closest to Qumran.
It's like the defining cave. Like cave 4A and cave 4B right here are like the
AI ran out of drone footage.
Why are you like this, AI? Let me get this back. There we go.
And the Cave of Horror, it raised...
That's not the cave. That was also cave 4.
Who is this guy?
He looks like a televangelist.
Kind of does.
Serious questions. Why were they so spread out? Were they all linked to a single community?
No.
That is when
you put them in caves, and caves are where caves are.
Like, there were... they didn't... Nobody ever thought that all
there was one guy
writing
grows. It just grows here.
Also, for the record, these are not
like
particularly spread out. Like the distance from cave 6 to cave 7 is of maybe a couple hundred meters.
Yeah.
Right.
But Murdabat's Murdabat's like 20 kilometers away.
Yeah. Okay. But all of these are very much like, if you're in the two caves that are farthest apart and you shout really loud, you'd be able to hear the other person.
Very true. Yeah.
How's that scroll coming along?
AI-driven analysis began breaking through long-standing assumptions. As machines mapped subtle
math.
I was wondering. I was like, I wonder what code is going on here, but we don't have time.
Linguistic variations and compared them to known regional writing styles, something unexpected emerged. The consistency in how these scrolls were prepared and copied, despite their widespread location, suggested a more organized system than anyone had imagined. Certain fragments even showed deliberate...
Wait, what?
Why would you have a candle that close? Oh, wait, it's fine. They probably did.
They probably did. That's light, right? That's how you get.
It's their only light
source. The fire of the library at Alexandria?
Candles? You think it was candles that did it? Maybe.
I mean, like, probably. Candles are probably responsible for more, like, domestic fires than any other thing.
This is a really important point. I should probably have noted this earlier too. So we have letters literally from Bar Kokhba, the leader of the Second Jewish Revolt in the 130s, in the Cave of Letters, which is right next to the Cave of Horrors, essentially. No one thinks he wasn't like these are everybody forever has known that these are not connected to Qumran.
Well,
they're separate. The time is different. Like all the manuscripts in the Qumran caves are like from the early 2nd century BC to like the mid 1st century CE. All the manuscripts at Murdabat are like from at least 50 years later. Like it's
but you're just saying that because you're in service to the man because you're part of big academia, right?
Yeah. So probably oil lamps, but who knows? Maybe they use candles too. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's
I mean, wax is just
candles are ancient,
oil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corrections, re-inked lines, and stitched seams that looked rushed, as if someone had tried to salvage what little remained during a crisis.
Who
was doing all this?
Rushed stitched seams.
Like the people baking the cakes before Passover.
You wouldn't sew it.
That's why the bread's unleavened, Kip. They had super speed baking methods.
Okay.
I thought it was because they didn't have yeast.
And why
they baked enough, but they certainly baked enough for 6 or however many million people needed to cross the desert.
Cross the desert.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're gonna,
no one noticed that night. Holy fuck! people are making enough unleavened bread for 2 million
for all of Egypt, the entire population.
What started looking like the work of one isolated sect now appeared to be the effort of multiple groups, perhaps communities scattered across Jerusalem and the Galilee. In fact, some of the text variants found in the newer Cave of Horror fragments didn't exist in Qumran's collection at all. They matched readings from other Jewish circles closer to the city during the time of Roman occupation. Was this the result of fear?
Wait, what? How
This
do we
is
know?
not-
Like, this is not. So, the text that they had closer to the city is not a thing. Like, we don't have anything except what's in the Judean desert caves. Like, that's all we have. We
Yeah,
don't
how do
have
they
any
make
other-
that distinction,
No,
really?
like, you can't.
City guy writes way different than country guy? Like,
You can't do that. We just haven't. We don't know. We have no idea. And that's honestly, like, that's one of the
Jeremiah
ideas-
heard he went down to the temple and he did some stuff.
Well, genuinely though, there is a certain amount of that. People in the United States in the city are less likely. They're not necessarily unlikely, but they're less likely to use the word y'all than people from the country, right?
Yeah, but
doesn't it depend on what city you're in?
It could. I mean,
this is
if you go 200 miles north of where I
What
grew
if-
up,
Right.
people call it a bubble.
What if?
Okay, it's not a bubble. It's a water fountain.
What if?
But
Wait a minute. Whoa. What if 2,000 years from now, when the United States is just a deserted wasteland,
Piece of shit.
and we have like New York City ruins, and then we have like out in the countryside of pick a place, Greensboro, Kentucky. Okay, they find
That's not very far.
whatever. It doesn't have to be, but it's like they find
Come back to a European.
they find some remains of books. How do they determine that it's different from what they were doing in New York City, where they found nothing?
By asking AI. God, haven't you been
God.
listening?
Yeah, fuck, man.
Ugh,
Dude, it
I
just
don't even know why I show up.
because
Survival
if you didn't,
or
Maya
des-
would yell at you for like a
Yeah,
month.
she would. Is she here?
No,
She's
she's
probably
not.
driving.
Yeah,
For the
she's
attempt
listening
to
though.
keep-
You know she's listening.
I know she's always listening, man. It's she haunts me.
knowledge
On
alive.
purpose.
Many scholars now believe this was a coordinated effort
That's
to
not a
protect
scholar.
sacred texts from being lost
No,
forever.
that was not.
They believed this conservation effort was
Neither-
during the
neither is
chaos that
Oh, we got
Where is
eyeballs.
this?
She's got eyes on us.
Is
Oh
this
my
AI,
God!
or is this a real place? Is this or an artistic reconstruction of a real place? Like, do you recognize?
Yeah,
what
where
this
are
is
all the
supposed to be?
people? Shouldn't people be there
I
in the
fucking
daytime?
knew it. I fucking knew it.
Like, when is it empty? Did Hollywood march up in there and be like, "Yo,
So
I'm gonna
this
watch
everyone
might
out in
be-
the fucking
this-
temple"?
So there is at the Israel Museum in Jerusalem, there is a large reconstruction of first century Jerusalem. So this could be. It doesn't really look like it to me. There's some people. Do you see that? There's some
They could be little figurine
people down
people.
here. Little figurine. I don't remember there being figurines on the reconstruction. So I don't know. It feels like this feels fake to me, but I don't know.
Come on, they caught.
followed the
This is fodder for like a reverse image search.
destruction of the Second Temple.
Yes.
As
Go,
cities
chat.
fell and
Oh,
Hope
they're moving.
scrolls
Did you see that? The people were moving.
was during the
Yeah.
Okay, then it's AI.
Yeah.
Or unless it's a helicopter, but it doesn't. It looks like AI.
chaos that followed the destruction of the Second
Look
Temple.
how. Yeah.
Yeah, the way they're
Cities
moving, they're
fell and
moving
Hope
too
did.
fast. They're moving like people in like old school like movies where like the frame rate was slow enough, but they had to play it. No, never mind, it doesn't matter.
Look at
Scrolls
these.
were
Look at
passed
these
from-
Roman soldiers. It's very
chaos
intense.
that followed the destruction of the Second Temple. As cities
that city they're standing in front of.
Mm,
That's something.
That's AI.
those were the
Yeah.
English Romans.
Yes.
Oh, the way the perspective
scrolls were
changed.
passed from hand to hand. Some were carried across the desert, hidden in caves, or even buried beside the dead. Imagine what that journey must have looked like. Scribes risking everything. Runners slipping through enemy lines.
How is this worse?
I don't know what this is. This is the we're getting to another point here. I assume it's
okay. So we've
the secret.
Past like the
People wrote
core,
this.
like guts of the video, the AI bit. Do we want to switch maybe to another like short video, or do we want to keep going?
We could do that. What do you think, Chad? Are you done with this? Should we move
on?
All
right. I think the AI secret is.
Can we jump to the end?
Wrote it.
People wrote it.
But the problem is, where's the end? Like I didn't.
Like,
there were like 7 videos. So
like,
if it.
So
if
there's
you
a
look at the little
cross
bumps
there. Yeah. Okay. So maybe go to that just before that
but
last.
But then none of it is the okay, like here.
Or was it a reflection of chaos and fear in the years after Jerusalem?
Are we going to comment on the could this
religion as they saw fit, or
like what they had written there? Sorry.
Yeah, what was that?
Could this suggest some groups were rewriting religion as they saw fit? You don't say.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
People wrote it.
Yeah. To suit
You're telling me they
themselves.
didn't actually write it down word for word?
Or was it a reflection of chaos and fear in the years after Jerusalem fell? Some texts elevated rituals that differed from the mainstream. Others described creation in a way that seemed completely unfamiliar. One version told of a universe born not from divine peace, but from conflict between cosmic powers. That's not something you would expect to find in the background of today's faith systems.
Hold on. So he's suggesting that the accounts of creation we have are of a world created in divine peace?
I think he would argue that like the Genesis story, the creation story, seems to occur.
There's two.
Like Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. Like before you
God
get Adam and Eve actually like doing stuff. When he's actually like making the stuff that
right.
Does the stuff.
So
there isn't an indication in Genesis 1 of conflict.
I don't know if you know this, but I've read like the Dead Sea Scrolls, and
I don't believe you. I'm a physicist. I'm smarter than you at everything. Therefore,
well, that tracks. So, but there's nothing like what they're describing there. It's not.
So now we're being attacked by AI makey-uppies.
Yeah.
I think to the extent that this sentence is describing something, it's saying that it's contrasting with a universe born of divine peace. And I don't think that what you read in Genesis is necessarily incompatible with that. Genesis 1. I think that's like the point kind of Genesis actually is that
AI videos
it took like the evil snake dude to like break the divine peace. But before that, everything was perfect and the T-Rex ate vegetables.
Yes.
With its vegetable teeth.
Okay.
All right, yeah. I think I'm done. I guess the other point of the video about people wrote it is that it's not word for word. Oh yeah, we needed AI to tell us that. Oh.
Yeah. And it took 28 fucking minutes.
And 2 hours of our lives.
Yeah. It's true. So I don't know what we've got something short, right? We've got
this. Why these
that
Hebrew
one. Should we just pick the
hidden?
Shortest one?
And okay. So it's that one, or then the other one would be this one, which is a minute and a half
Redeemed
longer.
Zoomer.
But it's,
do people
it's Bible code Redeem Zoomer.
Do people hate Redeem Zoomer? No, they're not. So much that they will tune out if we turn it.
How long is this video?
I've never seen
that
Redeem
one.
Zoomer.
This one's 5
This
minutes.
is 5:38.
Oh, we can do it. Just put it at like 1:07.
Oh God, he talks so fast already.
I'll have to check how fast he talks. It should be right now. It's at normal.
Are you leaving, Simone?
All right.
Important ones are 3 and 7. 3 represents God himself because it represents
Yeah, I don't want to go faster than this.
No.
Really, this is already pretty fast.
It's pretty fast.
So.
Okay.
In the Bible, all numbers have symbolic meaning, but the most important ones are 3 and 7.
Whoa. Go back. Let's see what the symbolic meaning is.
In the Bible, all numbers have symbolic meaning.
Pause. 1 is divinity. 2 is creation for reasons. 3 is God because Trinity, right? 4 is Earth because reasons, and 5. What the fuck are we looking at? I don't know. I have no idea.
Does Philo think that 3?
This is all about vibes, and it's totally lit. Like 4 is a solid foundation.
How much do you want to bet? I have to say, let's look at number 8 is new creation. How much do you want to bet it's that, because it's like the infinity symbol? Yeah. I bet you that's it.
What I want to know is how 9 feels about being the first number left off the list.
So Philo doesn't read 3 as 3 beings in the way that the Trinity is interpreted. He looks at it as Father God with complementary creative and authoritative, right? Okay. And I used Google to cheat, but I do remember this when I read Philo myself for a little bit. I'm like, he thinks these numbers are kind of magical, plus he has this threeness to the divine, but it's not Trinitarian in any sense, right? These are divine emanated properties of one being, but they're not actually completely distinct beings, unless you do count the preeminence of creation as a being. I guess.
Why would we do that? We can't really do that. So, but Simone, you need to tell me about this. I gotta know why Redeemed Zoomer hates you, but we should probably find out what he has to say about
meaning. But the most important ones are 3 and 7. 3 represents God himself because it represents the Trinity, and 7 represents perfection and holiness. What's interesting is that we see both of these numbers encoded
because it's 7. Because that's what 7 is.
Because why?
Because it's 7. Everybody knows that 7 is like the perfect lucky number. Like vibes, dude. Come on, vibes.
The first verse of the Bible. Genesis 1:1 is, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, or in the original Hebrew, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Now the thing about the Hebrew...
Not bad. I gotta
say that 5 times fast. I couldn't say it one time.
Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. That was once. That wasn't 5.
Yeah. It's long. It would be like a lot of weird air. Never mind. I'm gonna press.
Hebrew alphabet is every letter is also a number. That's how the Hebrew people use numbers. They use letters. So you can add up the number values of every letter.
There are so many cultures that did this before the invention of Arabic numerals, right? Like this is not a magical Hebrew thing. It's not.
No. Because it makes sense. Like, if the context makes it obvious what you're doing, which it totally could, like the plus sign is not used in sentences. It's used in like computations a lot. So just having a plus sign there is going to be like, oh, these are numbers, and then you use them as numbers.
So this is some gematria. This is
shit.
Some gematria.
Now hold on a second.
Yeah.
Why do they always assume that these numbers are additive rather than subtractive or multiplicating?
Yeah. Why are they sums as opposed to products or
divisions?
Because
they need it to go in a certain direction.
Then it doesn't do the thing, right?
The ancient dumb people only knew how to add.
Isn't that funny how people have a cognitive dissonant view of ancient people? Like, where it's like, on the one hand, these religious texts are genius, but also they didn't have electricity. Big dumb. Like, what?
The development of Hebrew numerology primarily comes from Syriac in the 2nd, 3rd century. Probably right. Like I don't think there's anything
Joel
that's I'm here to teach you how to do what you are currently doing. Really, Joel? Where the fuck are you? Like,
yeah, get on here. We'll give you a
should
link.
I send you a link? I'll send you the link.
And you can hang out with us for like 30 minutes.
Right now.
Come and hang out. So here we go.
In a Hebrew word to get the number value for that word. And you can add up the number value for every word in a Hebrew sentence to get the number value of that sentence. So the number value for Genesis 1:1 is 2,701. Now, this number is 37 times 73. And these are both prime numbers, so that means there's no other way to factorize this number. Also, if you add 2701 to its mirror image, which is 1,072, you get 3,773. Also, the verse in Hebrew has 7...
Okay, wait, hold on. So you get 3,773, and is it just because it's symmetric?
Yeah. Yes.
The way you wrote this, like you're writing down numbers with like a lot. I don't even know if this is right. Actually, I'd have to look.
You would have to do.
Well, the addition's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say that there's like a lot of powers of 3 going on, but that's not what's going on.
It's funny though. He translates Biddish as a noun though too, isn't it? He translates. It's not. It's an adverb, but
you missed one, Darius.
He translates it like a noun though. He says in the beginning. That's a noun. That's nominal. But he's not counting
beginning it. Also a noun there?
Yes.
Oh, that's
exactly.
funny.
Exactly. But he's not counting it. It's not. But and here, like, because in Hebrew, it's not a noun. It's not. It's an adverb in this instance.
It is less obviously a noun. Yeah. So in English, it's a noun, but like less so than these are in a sense that, I suppose, because it's more of a description.
Oh yeah, what's going on with the?
What about
the word "the"? That word, it can just
no. I'm saying somebody. Simone said that's silly.
Yeah, it is silly. It's very silly. So what "et" is the direct object marker that all it does. It's an untranslatable word that marks the objects in a sentence. So that's what it's doing.
Okay, so it's not
the in both the heavens and the earth is the hey. It's the first letter on each of those words that he circled. But
why would they? But then would the Hebrew author consider those important at all for numbers?
I mean, according to this,
if
everything
this were
gets
true,
a number, right? But I don't fucking know. I just really don't. But press play.
Of those words are nouns, and if you add up the number values of those nouns, you get 777, which is 3 sevens. And it's also equal to 37 times 3 times 7. The one verb in the verse has 3 letters, and its number value is divisible by 7. The entire verse has 28 letters, and 28 is divisible by 7. All the nouns together have 14 letters, and 14 is divisible by 7. Let's talk more about 37 and 73, the factors for the verse number. First of all, they are mirror images of each other, like we said, and the verse number plus its mirror image is 3773.
Now, here's the thing. They're mirror images of each other when you're using numerals, right?
Base 10 numerals.
They're not mirror images of each other when you're using like a Hebrew numbering system.
I don't know how that works.
Oh yeah.
If it would have worked the way I would have made it like work, then it would, but
aren't there different gematria schemas for looking at what equals what number?
But but within the time in which the texts were written, we have
this representation
ideas.
Was not the one they used.
And this doesn't work.
It wouldn't have been symmetric in the representation that they used, right?
So Vadim, they wrote the numbers out in the text, but in the Second Temple period, certainly there's evidence that they were using individual letters as representative of numbers, right? So, but even then, you're not like, because like the number 70 is different from the number 7. So it's not going to be a mirror image of that.
Because they didn't have like the same place value system. Like
yeah,
for us,
exactly.
like when we have 10 digits, 0 through 9.
They had 22.
Yeah, and the Babylonians used 60, if I understand it correctly.
Sexagesimal.
Yeah, and like we express that, but we express it generally
Sounds
with
sexy.
It's hexadecimal.
We just use and the thing is, we do like in hexadecimal, which goes up to is base 16. You have 16 individual symbols, 0 through 9, and then A, B, C, D, E, and F. And G. I don't remember. Like I can't do math right now. I've been drinking.
That's fine. Yes,
but it's like we do literally exactly the same thing. The thing is, you look at a lot of numbers, you're gonna find patterns.
Right. Yeah, big numbers, lots of numbers. Sometimes they look similar. It's fucking dumb.
3, which is also 7 times 7 times 77. Also, 73 is the 21st prime number, and 21 is 3 times 7, and 37 is the 12th prime number, and 12 is the mirror image of 21, and 12 plus 21 is 30.
Again, no, it's not though. It's not.
My cat is so mad.
Your cat? Is it serious?
Yeah, she's just being a bitch. She wants to cuddle. She gets like that.
3. And just as 12 and 21 are mirror
I promise
images,
I'm
12
not
squared
like
and 21 squared are
Hassan
also
and
mirror
hurting my animal or whatever.
This only works with Arabic numerals, which are like,
it only works with base 10 so far. Probably there might be like, so the thing about symmetries is that they can manifest in like a bunch of different ways, and there's a lot of symmetries in math. Like if you enter like any random 3 numbers into, there's a website for it's the Encyclopedia of Integer Sequences or something like that, and if you just enter any random 3 initial integers into it, you're probably going to find a whole bunch of matches for it, unless they're like, really long.
Yeah, like this. It seems to me like when you've only got 11, or no, there's 10. When you've only got 10 integers, right? Like the chances are very high that you're going to find correlations.
Like, imagine if you did this with base 2. You just have 1s and 0s.
Yes.
Then you're just suddenly looking for like cool patterns of 1s and 0s. You could do whatever you want with that. You could take a long enough text and be like, oh, if I interpret it using every this base, but skipping every 64th integer, then suddenly I can craft a Turing complete programming language. Like I could believe it, frankly.
Yeah.
Well, once you establish one of those sets of digits, the rest of it is you're just fucking around with math and maybe getting lucky. But if 2701 has a factor of 7 and 1072 has a factor of 7, then what? Like,
by the way, it doesn't. There's a rule for multiples of 7, but it's a very useless rule, except for in a situation just like this.
What the fuck are you talking about, Andy?
It doesn't apply. But if you sum the digits for a number that's divisible by 7, if you sum those digits, no, the rule is if the last 3 digits are divisible by 7. So for here it would be if 701 is divisible by 7. I'm pretty sure that's the rule for divisibility by 7. But then you have to know divisibility by 7 up to 1,000, which is not useful. But 701 is not divisible by 7 because it's 1 higher than 700, which would be divisible by 7. So, I don't know if this is though.
Let's press play.
Images. All this is why 73 is actually Sheldon's favorite number. Here's more evidence that 37 is a divine number. If you make a box of the positive digits, and you make a number with the first 3 digits and their mirror image, it's a multiple of 37. If you do the next 3 digits and their mirror image, it's a multiple of 37. If you do the third row, it's also a multiple of 37. If you take the first column and its mirror image, it's a multiple of 37. Same with the second column.
All right. So he showed us a whole bunch of numbers to show that they mean things. He's focused a lot on the numbers 3 and 7. Does he have anything to say about any of the other ones, or is this it? Is it just 3 and 7 are special?
Trinity plus divine number. Duh, Kip.
Got it. Okay.
Probably it's the number of Horcruxes he's planning.
Yes, that's true. There were 7, weren't there? Horcruxes?
Yeah, there were supposed to be 6. And then the 7th would have been, the bit inside himself, but he accidentally made 7 because Harry's a Horcrux, right?
Right.
Why?
Yes. Okay, but 7 though.
But why bother with the mirror image part?
Because it
like,
doesn't
why
work
is
if you don't?
Right?
And it probably it might work by construction. Then I wouldn't be surprised if there's a symmetry in how the numbers work that make that like guaranteed to be the case. Which he'd argue is still like beautiful and amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
So the thing here too that he's like this is the I'm gonna come back to this again, and I've said it before. He says that the number 3 equals divine, and the number 7 equals perfection,
completion,
right?
perfection. That's
perfection. But those are different from the number 30 and the number 70, which are different things in Hebrew. Like they're always like even now,
they're also different
even
things
now
not in Hebrew,
modern Hebrew, they will use like the letters for representing like individual numbers, and they're totally different. So it's fucking bullshit. But on that note, I have a super chat from Kent Jeffrey of Arimathea Hellstead. Zoomer forgot to normalize the Legendre constant Legendre constant vector. Typical rookie mistake. Somebody understands this. That's not me.
I don't know what Legendre constant vector exactly means, but that's probably on me. Legendre is a name though, like there's a bunch of orthogonal polynomial stuff going on there. Pretty awesome dude in the history of science. He was a math rather. He was a mathematician from like the 1800s. I can't remember.
Same thing.
All right, what do we got here?
Go.
And the third column. What about the rows in the opposite direction? Still multiples of 37. What about the columns in the opposite direction?
Wait a minute, what?
Still multiples of 37. What about the diagonal?
Is there the same? No, it's because he's just counting them. This is totally a symmetry. Like, come on. Grids of numbers are going to have symmetries. That's how grids work. Also, you're omitting 0. The reason you're omitting 0 is because you can't make a nice 3x3 grid if you include 0. 0 is an important digit. It is it's
well, actually,
it's
0 wasn't
the second most important digit.
Not in the way that we think about 0.
Like, if you don't have 1, none of the other ones make sense. But
goddamn receive Zoomer. Holy shit.
Right?
All right, enough 3s and 7s. So the Old Testament of the Bible is written in Hebrew, and Hebrew letters are also used as numbers. The New Testament of the Bible is written in Greek, and Greek letters are also used as numbers. Jesus unites the Old and New Testaments according to the Bible. He is the main character of both. The Hebrew...
Is he?
He's not. He really
the main character of the Old Testament.
Guess what, guys? I just did a video like 2 or 3 weeks ago on Apologia's channel where I made this point. Jesus is not in the Old Testament. He's not there. You won't find him anywhere.
Wait, I want to see what he's going to do here.
Not there. But yes, I'm very interested to see.
Is he going to do Alpha and Omega Is that what this motherfucker's gonna do?
Fucking Greek.
Just wait.
Name for Jesus is Yeshua HaMashiach, and the number value for that is 754. The Greek name for Jesus.
The name for Jesus is Yeshua HaMashiach, which is a title that appears absolutely nowhere. Nowhere.
Yeah, vibes though.
Nowhere. It's not. My God.
That's a Christian import on what the name of Jesus would be.
Yeah, it is.
America.
Would post-Christian Jews say the Messiah was Yeshua HaMashiach?
Probably.
I'm not going to butcher it.
But that's Yeshua HaMashiach. Yes. But that's like this is a modern messianic thing, right? Which is only 120 years old.
It's
maybe
retroactively applied.
Yeah, exactly. You don't see this. Yeshua HaMashiach appears nowhere in anything that predates like the 1800s. I am sure.
What?
And the number value.
Sorry.
For that is 2368. Now, if you divide his Greek name value by his Hebrew name value, you get a number that is a closer approximation of pi.
Oh my God!
Wow. You know what?
But that's 3, gang.
That's not. It's a terrible approximation. Okay,
It's good to 2 decimal places.
I know pi to 30 decimal places because that makes me smart. Okay, so
wait, are we saying Yahweh didn't get pi perfect?
Right?
Yahweh can't pi.
You would think.
The thing, it's not.
I knew he wasn't omniscient.
It's not that hard to give a thing that will give you pi, but you have to have number representations that this doesn't give you. If you actually thought of how to represent equations and stuff with numbers like these, it's very hard. Place value is an incredibly important part of why the notation that we use is efficient and useful. Sorry.
So this
is, but yeah, why divide them? I think he's fishing for a 3, Prixie.
Oh yeah, listen, guys, listen, because you'll love this. The earliest Hebrew name we have of Jesus is Yeshua ben Pantera. Jesus, the son of Pantera. That is the earliest Hebrew.
Jesus, the son of Pantera.
Jesus, the son of Pantera.
Wait, so if I make communion, does that make the Jesus Pantera bread?
Do you mean Panera
crazy
bread?
Dude with the cult who Gnostic informant used to hang out with think that a Roman soldier Pantera got married pregnant?
This is an actual thing, right? There is an actual active thought that there may be some
Ammon. That's it.
Yeah, but this might actually be a thing. We don't know. So
standard fractional approximation of pi. There's also a lot of coincidences with the chapters of the Bible. There's 1,189 of them, at least in the Protestant Bible.
The chapters of the Bible? What the fuck, dude? The chapters of the Bible. You're going to talk about...
Don't you know? In all of the old texts, it says, these are the 10 commandments.
Shut the fuck up.
There's also something interesting about the chapters in the Bible.
Oh, God. I'm going to fix this.
Keep playing.
Psalm 117 is the middle chapter of the Bible, and it also happens to be the shortest chapter of the Bible out of all 1189 chapters. The number of chapters in the Bible plus its mirror image is 11,000, a nice round number. 11,000.
Literally, he just appealed to nice round number, and he has to do that here because all of these other numbers, by this visual appearance of its representation in base 10, don't appear as nice and round.
So he's doing. Wait a minute. So there's 1189 chapters in the Bible, and he just for reasons inverts that number. Is there a reason why he inverted it?
Dude, have
Otherwise,
you
it
not
all
noticed
breaks
this
apart.
guy's MO? Like, starting, ending, starting, ending, starting, ending, starting, ending, starting, ending.
He needs
it. Everything with it.
Okay.
If we went through this
Okay.
entire screen,
Yeah.
if we went through this entire screen and looked at all of the mirrored numbers, you would kick me off.
Yeah, right. Also, Orthodox Bible,
Who's
Catholic,
fucking chapters?
Catholic Bible, Hebrew Bible.
Aren't there just completely missing chapters in the Hebrew
hold
Bible
on. When he
compared to
says
the
middle
Christian
of the Bible,
text?
I bet he
Or vice
means
versa?
Like if you take the Bible and like you just choose this middle bit, and let's see.
No.
How
I think no, because they counted. I think what they did was they counted. He counted every chapter, right, and then halved it. He halved it.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Maybe.
So where do you end up when you half your Bible?
Well, I wouldn't be that surprised if it was in Psalms, though, right?
I don't think it is.
Well, okay, fair. You would know better than I would.
Where's he going to end up, chat? Tell me. Where's he ending up?
Where do you think I'm ending up?
Me. So that's that's an English Bible, so it's probably somewhere in 1st or 2nd Chronicles, I bet. Hold on. No. Maybe Isaiah.
So there are two places you could argue it, because my knife like hit one part, but then it like folded a bunch of pages, and one of the pages is Jeremiah 9, and the other is Isaiah 38.
I said it.
So the other thing, though, is like,
well done.
Doesn't this just beg the question that every single psalm, numbered and in its place, is authentic?
Like they're different, right? Like the numbering system for the Septuagint version of the Psalms, which is probably older, is different than the numbering system for the Masoretic.
And that's even if we try to perfectly ascribe our numbers to it.
Yeah, exactly. And all of this is super fucking late.
Of the Bible, and it also happens to be the shortest chapter of the Bible out of all 1189 chapters. The number of chapters in the Bible plus its mirror image is 11,000, a nice round number. 11,000 also happens to be the sum of 37 squared and its mirror image. Now let's talk about the Isaiah Bible coincidences. Isaiah is a book of the Bible with 66.
The Isaiah Bible, 66 chapters, 66 books, right? According to the Protestant canon, which was invented in what?
Here's a few coincidences.
Fucking 15 something, 14, 15 something. I don't know. Protestants. When was the Protestant Bible invented? Like it's
8,000 BC.
With the rejection of the Apocrypha, I suppose.
It's there's all this.
It was
what about those?
The Protestant Bible was invented when Adam wrote it down the first time. Duh. God, kick, you know.
Luther translated
16th century. Yeah.
Chapters, and the Bible, at least the Protestant Bible, has 66 books. Isaiah
at
is
least
generally
the
broken up into chapters.
Protestant Bible.
I mean, get good. It's the one that matters because, you know, Luther did a thing with he nailed stuff to a door.
There's 1 to 39.
I want to show this to Jay Dyer and watch him lose his fucking shit.
Yes. Because do you understand?
Even though I hate that man with the core of my being.
Do you understand why Dr. Tapioca would explain it?
I understand the idea that chapters did not exist as in the way that we understand them in modern day.
Explain to the astrophysicist why Jay Dyer would lose his shit.
Oh, because 1, he's Orthodox, and 2, he would just think that even if this were remotely true, that the Jews reorganized it to make it true. Some weird shit. No, he would mostly go nuts because it's not against it. It's against the Orthodox tradition.
I mean,
but go on.
Yeah.
66, with the first chapters focusing on judgment and the last chapters focusing on hope. Just like the Bible is broken up into books 1 to 39 called the Old Testament. And
okay,
no,
hold on.
No. Here, Kip, pause. Don't say a word. Because if he thinks books 1 through 39 of the Christian Bible are all about judgment, he hasn't fucking read it.
He hasn't read fucking Isaiah. Like,
right.
Isaiah 35 is judgment? Really?
For the record, chat, we just
the imprecatory psalms are judgment.
That if your Bible falls open, it's gonna fall open to Isaiah 37. So, like, you don't have any excuse. God put this on the fast lane to like.
What about prophecy? What about genres?
Can I read you Isaiah 35? It's short, okay?
Yeah.
And this is from the JPS, part of the judgment section, right? The arid desert shall be glad, the wilderness shall rejoice, and shall blossom like a rose. It shall blossom abundantly, it shall also exult and shout. It shall receive the glory of Lebanon, the splendor of Carmel and Sharon. It shall behold the glory of Yahweh, the splendor of our God. Strengthen the hand that are sick, make firm the tottering knees. Say to the anxious of heart, be strong, fear not. Behold your God, requital is coming, the recompense of God. He himself is coming to give you triumph. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Then the lame shall leap like a deer, and the tongue of the dumb shall shout aloud. For waters shall burst forth in the desert, streams in the wilderness. Torrid earth shall become a pool, parched land, fountains of water. The home of jackals, wolves, dude, there's wolves here.
Wolves.
The home of jackals, a pasture. The abode of ostriches, reeds and rushes, and a highway shall appear there, which shall be called the sacred way. No one unclean shall pass along it, but it shall be for them. No traveler, not even fools, shall go astray. No lion shall be there, no ferocious beast shall set foot on it. There shall not be found there. But the redeemed shall walk in it, and the ransomed of Yahweh shall return and come with shouting to Zion. Crowned with joy everlasting, they shall attain joy and gladness, while sorrow and sighing flee.
All right. Also,
so much judgment in Isaiah 35. So much.
Also, does the book of Revelation not count as judgment with Jesus swimming
so
in the blood of his enemies?
All the hopeful wading in the blood of your enemies. It's very hopeful.
Yeah. Burning everything in the lake of fire.
Yeah.
So I want to see if he does that. Go on, play.
Books 40 to 66, called the New Testament, with the Old Testament focusing on the law and the New Testament focusing on the gospel. And there are many more parallels between the chapters of Isaiah and the books of the Bible.
Is the law judgment? Are those two things equal there?
Well, I mean, definitely, but it's all the law, right? Like Song of Solomon,
like the fucking law.
Ecclesiastes is law,
like the Torah.
Yeah, absolutely,
right? Like that's it. It's just the Torah. That's and
genocide in Joshua, totally law.
Like, you know, just long lists of persons who begats.
Yes,
David's grapiness, totally the law.
There's a whole chapter in my book about the begats. Have you got to that one yet, Weasels?
I have not gotten to that one yet. I have just gotten back into the book. I got distracted because I reread the entire Song of Ice and Fire series in the last 2 weeks for some reason.
This is just such a gross Christian bastardization of the Hebrew Bible.
Oh my God, is it ever?
It's like anti-Semitic, really, right?
It honestly, it is. Like it's in that direction. And you know what?
Books 1 through 39 are the law.
He does not care. He does not care at all. Like if you said that to me, I'd be like, "Arr."
What is that? Sam Harris reading the Bible?
Yeah.
Well, the first 5 books are just concerned with the law, and the last 26 are the gospel. I don't know who that was. That wasn't fucking Sam Harris.
It's 27.
You did this.
There's 27 books in the
Oh,
New
right.
Testament.
Yeah.
And it's 3 to the power of 3 because it's a miracle, you guys. I learned that from Bart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The first chapter of Isaiah says, "Hear me, you heavens, listen, earth, for the Lord has spoken."
Good night, John
and the first
Hudson.
book of the Bible begins with the Lord speaking the heavens and the earth into existence.
Wait, what? Wait. What?
Those aren't the same spokens.
Yeah.
Also, go back. What did he say about? So these particular words appear in chapter 1 of Isaiah. Is that what he's saying? Because that's not how. That is not how the book of Isaiah opens.
You act like you can read and translate Hebrew,
but you don't even have to be able to read and translate Hebrew. I mean, there's like
it helps,
I guess
this is what it says in the Protestant Bible he reads.
Right, but he's just ignoring the superscription there, which is part of this divine text, isn't it? I mean, he's counting up all the letters and the words and everything. I would assume the prologue to the book of Isaiah would be an important factor here. You have to just completely ignore that to get to this part of chapter 1, right? Because the very first words of Isaiah are the vision of Isaiah, son of Amos, who saw things about Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings in Judah. So that's the first words of the book of Isaiah. But anyways,
so the heavens and earth are already created. What if we do the creator thing?
Mm-hmm.
And the spoken is, in the past tense, and they're totally different kinds of speaking. So why would you go on? Play.
The 40th chapter of Isaiah prophesies, "A voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare a way for the Lord." And in the 40th book of the
very
Bible,
precise, the 40th chapter, right? The very, very precise 40th chapter. It's actually Isaiah 40, verse 3.
But I mean, you could reduce the entire chapter to whatever clip,
whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly, because YOLO,
okay.
just
Wait,
that prophecy.
Wait, hold on, pause. In the Marcionite canon, would Matthew even potentially end up as book 40? How do we know
no idea,
that the Gospels were always organized as Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? Was every codex the same? Hold on, I'm gonna actually look that up.
But guys, have you ever considered how amazing it is that the biblical authors are named the same names that we still name kids today?
He is quoted and
even
instead of killed
no.
So I mean, so long as all the kids are boys, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't say all of them. I said kids, not all kids. My name is Michael. Okay,
I guess it's
not a biblical.
I guess
name.
Marcionite canon was in that order.
You know what your name means? Do you know what your name means?
Some absolute angelic entity of destruction.
No,
that's what I imagine.
No, I mean it's pretty cool though.
Alcoholic grandpa?
No, it means who is like
great
Al.
grandpa. Great grandpa. Sorry.
Who is like Al? I don't know. Your name is a question.
That makes sense.
So yeah, I guess that ordering would be consistent. However, this assumes that the order. Wait a minute, aren't the prophets in a different order in the Hebrew Bible too?
Yeah. Well, No. Well, sort of, because you've got
I heard that they were organized different.
Yeah, they kind of because you've got in some versions you've got Echa or Lamentations that follows Jeremiah. Like that's not in the Hebrew canon. Echa occurs way the fuck later, and then in apocryphal books, which include Baruch, that appears after the book of Jeremiah, right? And then in the Protestant canon, Daniel is included with the prophets, and not in the Hebrew canon. So it's it's complex, right?
And Derisia says that Ezra and Nehemiah are one book.
Yeah.
So now Matthew is 39 at best.
Yeah.
Whoops. And also, he's acting like
the 12 prophets are one book also.
Oh no!
So that's that's gonna mess up your numbers like.
Also, it's almost like, let's say they are the same, and this order matters. It's almost like Matthew just copied something that could have, not happened.
If right, but didn't.
Yeah, if it's purely Matthew.
You're just pulling this out of your little Zoomer ass. You fucking loser, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
In John the Baptist, the last chapter of Isaiah talks about God making the new heaven.
Oh, hey, you should read that out.
Jesus.
Weasel called. You misspelled notebook.
I didn't. I spelled not a book. I'll move on.
And the new earth.
Thank you.
And the last book of the Bible, Revelation, is also about how God is going to make the new heavens and the new earth.
Oh,
and it's worth noting that
and fuck everybody up in the process, right? I'm pretty
sure
yeah.
But again, the chapter divisions are artificial.
Yes.
Isaiah 66 is just artificially 66.
Which is why they're not consistent. Like there are lots of discrepancies between. It's actually really frustrating working on you much easier just working, in the academy. Really frustrating working on YouTube because everybody uses the English Bible, and I often have to slog through shit to figure out what passage you're actually talking about, because the actual Hebrew ordering of things is different, or the Greek ordering of things.
Well, yeah, but that's what the chapters are for, man.
Even the chapters are different, right? Like it's all different.
Sounds like heresy.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. Isaiah isn't just any book of the Bible. It has the most explicit prediction of Jesus in the entire Old Testament.
Yeah,
there are so many more number patterns in the Bible.
So suffering servant. Here we go.
Mathematical monotheism. Mirrormatics, the sequel, the Messianic Triangle. That sounds really good.
Oh, hold on. What's the
more you can go to this website, which is where I learned a lot of the ones for this video. The link is in the description. So these Bible coincidences are very interesting, and they help assure us that God was involved in the writing, assembling, and transmitting of the scriptures. But ultimately, they're not why we believe the Bible, nor do they have any secret code we're supposed to find.
Here we go.
Mathematical I cut him off in the middle of his whole
nobody cares.
I'm gonna go ahead and do for I'm a dark mode guy.
Yeah, me
Sorry
too.
if you're not.
Why aren't you if you're not? Biblical nukes.
Oh man. All right. We got mathematical monotheism.
Can we go to the Messianic Triangle?
Messianic Triangle. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Now we're talking. It's the 73. What is the T for? Is that just triple
diamonds of 73 count? I don't know. There's a T. It's a cross.
No,
the uppercase T is a cross, but the lowercase t is like a proper cross, right? So that's why they put it in the word the.
It's all 73. Excuse me. So the triple diamond of 73 counters, sections of 754 total counters within the 3 joined triangles. What the fuck?
Also, a lot of people are bringing up Mitsubishi, which
yes,
Yeah.
very fair. But what does that mean? Jesus Christ. T73 accommodates 3 joined triangles of T25.
What is T25? Where's this language coming from? Hold on.
Jesus
now I need to know the language, because there's clearly an encoding going on.
Yeah.
I won't be able to find it out. Everybody will just be like, Vandy, why are you like this? So we'll just go back.
But yeah, this is so dependent on various presuppositions with the text, and the preservation of one particular order of the Hebrew in some of these cases would work, right?
I'm leaving a comment on Zoomer's video.
Oh boy.
Why are you like this?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to be funny.
I'm waiting for the ads to skip.
Oh, I see what's going on here. So if we go from T73, but then we have T73 again, but it's different, right? So this one is Mitsubishi themed, and this one is Star of David themed, as one does. And then the next one is also Star of David themed. And we just keep going with the Star of David. And then there's a lot of text. And then there's a triangle. Fancy. Yeah. My alternative approach is to stop and inspect some of this math. And I don't know
if
you want me to go down that route.
Doesn't older forms of English fail to also line this up? English wasn't always spoken in the same way, right? Yeah, why does this always work out with English too?
Because God was speaking to them in their suburban communities.
Damn it.
I have to screenshot my comment.
What do I do with
it's
this?
probably going to get removed.
What about what if another tradition just refused to number the Bible ever?
Yeah, I mean, there's that, right? But
the numbers in the Hebrew letters would still stand.
Why did Vandy mute?
He's so mad. He knows he would clip and hurt everyone. Wait, atomic proof? What?
Vandy,
you understand?
Vandy, you need to explain to us the atomic proof.
There's no atomic proof. There's no atomic proof. Why?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Because it looks like an atom.
If you want, I can find out. Let's find out. Okay, so thanks, Leo. You sound like a great guy.
Leo Tavares. You know, there's a great hockey player and a couple of great rugby players named Tavares.
Are they named Leo Tavares?
No.
Did they do this to me?
They did not.
In my article on Prime Star of Genesis 1:1, I show how the coded mathematics of Genesis 1:1, all right, that's a take, is tied to a geometric representation of the first 37 prime numbers. Also a take. I also show how the mathematical structure of Jesus Christ.
Signature of Jesus Christ. He has a signature.
Mathematical signature, yes.
That's it. It's 2368.
Is that the
I'm
like,
gonna make that my new pin for my bank card.
Literally one of the worst things you could reveal online. Plays a significant role. In this study, I will demonstrate. Hold on, let me just write down that number so I can try it.
Should I just make a shirt?
Oh, here's a good point, Kip.
On it. Yeah.
Here's a good point, Kip. And just tell us if this is true. Ancient Hebrew didn't separate the words in a sentence. It's a continual line of text. Right? Or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess
Kind
it
of,
depends on how far back you go, but like our oldest.
I would. Okay, yeah. I guess.
Let's look.
would.
Let's look, shall we? Let's look at the oldest ones that we have are like the Misha Stele.
Oh no! This statement I'm reading. Hold on. They mean this continuous as in verses. So the separation of. So Kip, what I meant to say was not that. It's like a separation of verse 1 and 2 is artificial.
Yes.
Entirely, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
In this study, I will demonstrate how the mathematical signature of Jesus Christ is deeply encoded within a geometric representation of the first 37 atomic elements of nature.
What are those? What are the first 37 atomic elements of nature?
I have a periodic table nearby. I just have to find it.
Okay.
You know what? It's easier to Google it and then show you.
While you're Googling, shall I continue reading?
I mean, you can, but
through the indexing of composite numbers, which can be seen as the natural opposites of prime numbers. Is that true? Composite numbers are the natural opposites.
Yes, they are.
Prime
Yeah.
numbers? Okay.
Prime numbers are numbers that are not divisible by anything except for one in themselves. Composite numbers are numbers that are divisible. These only apply to integers, by the way.
All right.
Mostly positive integers.
What you are about to read is possibly the most powerful evidence for Christian theism. Get ready. Get ready for the evidence. The Bible, the most widely circulated book in history, was revealed in two primary languages. Oh my God, poor Aramaic just gets no respect at all. Just none. No respect for Aramaic. Hebrew in the Old Testament and Greek in the New Testament. Both, there's also Aramaic in the New Testament, by the way, as well. Both of these languages are alphanumeric, which means each of the letters in their alphabets is also a distinct number. Thus, every word in Hebrew/Greek has a numerical value through simply adding up. Again, why are we adding? Why not subtracting or dividing or multiplying?
Because they're using magical chemical magic.
Okay, here we are. Periodic table.
And you know what? And
the
you know,
first 37
37
elements. First 37.
So the periodic table goes across. You read it, and it at the beginning it skips a whole bunch of stuff because of reasons. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But 37, is getting past a lot of the stuff that we know, and then a whole bunch of stuff that we don't know, like scandium and vanadium and germanium. Like, how often do those come up in everyday conversation, right? And you stop at rubidium. Rubidium is 37. Rubidium is one of my favorite elements, okay? I am an atomic physicist. Don't let anybody in their lying, non-book reading mouths tell you that I am anything other than an atomic physicist. I am not an astrophysicist. I am an atomic physicist, and rubidium is special to atomic physicists because it is a great atom to launch lasers at, and it cools down, and you can make a Bose-Einstein condensate, and it's awesome. Nowadays, I work with strontium, which is a little bit more tricky, but has
what did Adam ever do to you? You launch lasers at Adam. What did he do?
Atoms. It's not, there's not even a D in the word. There's only one A. There's an O. There's an M. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But you know what? You know what they did is they didn't stay in the middle of our vacuum chamber and like just chill there without moving. That's what they did. How
sounds like it, right? Yeah.
And you got to shoot them with lasers until they behave.
All right.
As one does.
Nitty looks pensive. What's going on, Nitty?
We're coming up on 3 hours.
You're fact checking. Okay. What does this article continue to say?
Oh,
because we got the 30 something about the 37 elements, right?
I found
all these things.
Where were we?
So Jesus Christ is deeply encoded within a geometric representation of the first 37 atomic elements of nature.
Aren't you?
Is this like, what does that mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Normally I write it on the board, but I feel like I want to keep the wolf sightings and now Kip sightings. Like we're building inside jokes of the show, and this is powerful stuff because you can make merch for it.
Jester paid money to say, what does the atomic proof have to do with magnets?
I don't know, but probably a lot. It's probably a lot.
By the way,
they're probably gonna bring up magnets the whole time. Let's do Control F. Hold on.
This feels like a perfect time to remind you, Weasel.
There's no magnet covers.
That's fine, but I was just going to say this feels like a perfect time to remind you that Maya has 3 videos for you to watch after we're done here. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Have to,
she said. Hold
she
on.
She said 3. So
she sent. What? No, she didn't. She sent me 1.
Well, I watched that one for sure.
Yeah.
Or parts of it.
I know it. You know, something about bread and butter. I can't remember.
So, but you have to do that. So make sure you do that. And I don't know. Watch whatever she sent you is what I would recommend. I got another one here from Miranda Rensberger. Stars are made of atoms. Therefore, Weasel is an astrophysicist. You kind of are, aren't you?
Therefore, astrophysicists are atomic physicists.
But you're kind of an astrophysicist, like a little bit.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah.
So,
I know some stuff about astrophysics.
Yeah, nice. You should.
I did my comps. One of my comprehensive exams was about planetary migration in gaseous protoplanetary disks because you're required to do it outside of your area of expertise. So I wrote like a 30-page paper on that.
Oh, wow, that's good. So what do we look at? These are the elements here, right? So what is the point? So the 37 elements. What are they doing? He's got them listed.
I don't know. They're chilling, man. They're they're summing up to 2368 as one does.
Okay. Total sum. Where's the number? Are these the atomic weights that he's adding up? What are these?
So hydrogen P equals 1. I don't know why there's a 4 after it. So that's protons and then neutrons. I don't know what the numbers in parentheses mean.
Composite numbers indexed to the numbers of protons, neutrons in each, with composite numbers in parentheses.
So does this mean if you look at the first composite number? Oh, so here's a question. One is quite typically and fairly definitively defined, according to convention, but for a lot of good reasons, as not being a prime number. 1 is not a prime number. Because if it was a prime number, it would get really annoying because you'd have to constantly carve out exceptions whenever you talk about prime numbers for one.
Because
basically, that's the reason.
You can divide one by itself. But it's, wait a minute. It's,
you can divide every number by itself.
Yeah, okay.
It's just that a prime number has two divisors, which is a way of saying one doesn't count.
Okay.
And one and itself, like the and is interpreted as like a positive assertive thing. Like this is an additional thing, not something which is the same thing.
God, there's a lot of math in this stream. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, so
this is like, you shouldn't be such a mathematician, man.
I shouldn't. But did we figure out what he's doing though? We did not.
He's not doing anything. What? I muted myself and did a whole rant. Okay. And then I brought it down.
There's a couple more. Redim says, "I don't trust atoms. They make up everything."
I have a bug that says that.
And Prixie Purple says, Adam, Dr. Tap equals Dr. Kip. Did you get that one, Weasels? Did you see it?
I'm starting to realize that I was in the kitchen.
Okay.
I kind of just have people buy me a lot of like physics themed mugs.
Those are nice. I like those. The one is upside down though. Or a couple upside.
This one's upside down, the red one. Yeah. But
I like
it says nuclear. I'm not a nuclear physicist either, but that's way more acceptable than the astrophysics thing. The length scales are nowhere near similar.
I don't know what that means. Did you see this one, Tap?
Oh God.
Adam, Dr. Tap equals Dr.
I mean, there's a hard consonant and then a vowel and then P. But Kip's his actual name, and I'm a fake weasel doctor.
Oh! It's not my actual name, dude.
I got fooled, chat. I'm so embarrassed.
Listen, you learn so many things from the chat. I
didn't learn that from the chat. I learned that from you.
By the way, yes, thank you for the $10, and I do not have one of these. The closest I've got is this one, which I used to hold things because it broke, and I got it at a conference called Fragments of an Unbelievable Past. So that's the best I've got. So Dead Sea Scrolls mug, I like it. It's a great idea. If somebody wants to get me one, I would not object.
No, you gotta put it. You have merch, and then they can get you one.
That's true. So Nitty, what the hell are you doing, Nitty?
I'm just looking at the criticisms of gematria.
Oh,
and how sometimes this only works when you exclude vowels and other things.
Yeah. So I mean, that's one of the points here, right? Is the vowels create an enormous problem when it comes to Hebrew, because sometimes in the Masoretic text it includes like individual letters that represent vowels that don't necessarily have to, and then you have other textual traditions where there's a lot more vowels or a lot less vowel letters, so it does make a fucking mess. So yeah, but all right, so I don't know. We've been going for 3 hours. It's probably time. Oh, what is this? Why is it always rubidium?
Yeah. So if you've never come across her, Angela Collier is a pretty awesome YouTuber. She does like science communication stuff, and she had this video that she came out with, and she actually is like an astrophysicist.
Oh wow.
We overlapped. I don't think her and I ever spoke, but she's a
you
little bit
were you
older than
both
me.
at Stanford?
No, we were both at CU Boulder.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
And like her because she was there, I think, as a postdoc, and I think like her boss, or I think, I could be wrong, but her boss was somebody that I went to for like help for my comps because I had to like learn about astrophysics.
So was she ahead of you or behind?
She was ahead of me, and
okay.
I don't think we ever like spoke, but I do think I saw her like in the hallway a few times. But
Nice.
anyway, she has this video about why is it always rubidium, because if you happen to know a weird amount about the history of ultra cold atomic physics, it's always rubidium. It's often rubidium. Nowadays it's always strontium.
Wow.
But right, oh man, see,
look at all these comments that you've left on her video.
I have. I was flexing. My advisor has a Nobel Prize in this, and so I was flexing in the comments. I had enough restraint to not bring it up until now.
Wow. Okay. So cool. But we should watch this video. Do you want to?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, you should watch like her stuff. She's got a lot of
Nitty is tired.
Yeah. All right. We got to let Nitty go to bed. Okay. So, Bad Science Sunday tomorrow with Marin. Misinterpretations. Make sure everybody has to watch. Okay. Everybody has to watch.
There's like at least a 70% chance I'll be there.
There better be more than a 70% chance that you're going to be
I
there.
said at least.
Yeah, there better be. So, so that starts at 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. This week, Justin from Deconstruction Zone will be reading Hebrew with me on Thursday night at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Awesome. And then, yeah, that is going to be awesome. And then I'll probably have a stream on Friday, and then I'll be back on Dapper Dinosaurs channel next week on Saturday afternoon. So that's what's going on. You got anything going on, Nitty? I noticed you. I was happy to see that you started doing a couple of streams again. So that was good.
I don't know. It depends on how much authoritarian dick faces want to also call this a Christian nation at the same time. So
I guess that happens, right?
Yeah. Okay. My favorite thing I noticed was that Christians will say, we care about the truth. The gospel of Jesus Christ is a truth proposition. Here you go. Here's an AI video of Charlie Kirk saying a bunch of shit he never said.
Right.
What?
That's a new thing now, right?
Lie to your face. You want to care about truth and lie to my face. Good job.
Yeah. True. All right. Well,
they say they do, Prixie. Anyway.
All right. You guys got anything more? Or shall we get out of here?
Do it, lady.
All right.
Do it, lady.
Have a good night, everyone, and hot tikva.